Hello viewers, hello viewers. Oh, seems to have knocked the old mic there. There we are. Oh, and the camera's moved as well. There we are. Let's get you back on track. Best way to start off the stream. What it is, sometimes I knock into the camera, or sometimes when the wheel starts and it starts off, it bonks into things as well. So that's one of those things. No, more lights needed. Hang on, here we are. There we are. There's a bit of light as well. Kick off proceedings. We're flying through space, rocketing along, ready for a bit of tonight's gaming. What have I been doing? It's been a bit of chat. Mr. Bronze is here. Hello, Mr. Bronze. I hope you've been enjoying the snow in Madrid. Safely enjoying the snow on your own balcony, in your own bubble, with your own little snowman. And I hope you are. It's certainly unusual for a place like that, shall I say, to get that sort of level of snow. Amazing, really. It shows, look at it all over parts of Europe. It's very unusual. I saw a picture from Japan of a phone box recently, and it just showed like the 1 meter snowdrop in a night. It's incredible to look at. Here we are then for a bit of rally action on Monday. What have I been doing? I'll catch up with a few bits and pieces actually. And Jonathan, thanks for your message on the old Discord there. And it was just about YouTube. We'll talk a little about YouTube videos. We've done everything we can do in terms of, we looked at length and done the analysis of length of videos, playlists. We've got short videos, long videos. Some people said videos were too long. Some people said videos were too short. Some people said we want podcasts, we want 30-minute videos. We've done everything. And there is no correlation between. I think there's a YouTuber right now that Thrustmaster promote called Go Too Fast, I think he's called, and all it is raw gameplay with a steering wheel in the corner, and he gets up to 15 million views a video. I was talking to a big YouTuber the other day, and I said, how is that even possible? And this was a big YouTuber who does several 100,000 views a video, and he says to me, I've got absolutely no idea why that YouTube has been selected for millions, billions of views, but it's the way of the web, and the way of the web is mysterious and yet not when you actually know how it works. So tonight, bit of chat. First a cup of tea just to get me back into gear. Also, we're running with a slightly higher bit rate tonight on the YouTube stream, so you may see, hopefully, some improvement to the picture quality once we actually do a bit of driving. You may even notice it already. I might be in a smoother 60 FPS for you. So do let me know if things are looking a little bit smoother. I am actually just going to turn on the PlayStation here. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but if it does, I just want to see how that works tonight. I have been working with problems this last week on technical problems and stuff like that. And we've got the heart rate monitor as well. Now I noticed that the chat, there's chat messages in the chat but nothing here, so I will see if I can fix that. I'm going to have to change the size of the font, aren't I, because I can't read it on the screen. For some reason it's super small. It's probably always been like that, but I will fix that as well. What was I doing anyway? So heart rate monitor on, we can see that from the other views actually. There we are, there it is. So it's already a nice relaxing heart rate. Oops, I want that, we're not finished yet. And so I'm also getting set up with the Stream Deck. It's going to take some time. There's a lot to learn about Stream Deck if you want to use it properly, and I want to get it properly set up before I apply it to this setup. And I've also been learning how to use the Go XLR, which is we can have a little look at a private video test I did on that at the in a bit. It's a fun thing to use, but again, as a streamer, you've really got to learn when best to use the Go XLR and stuff like that. So it's definitely something which I need to put a little bit of time into. The funny voices, the funny effects, stuff like that. Hold on, let's just see if we can double check on here. Find that video actually, see if we can share the video. It might not be handy right now, but do say hello if you're here. Do say hello, and do let me know as well what the internet connection is kind of like, whether it's looking okay for you guys. There, that's right. So it's marginally, I've not gone up by much by the way, only 500. I'm going to go up in small amounts, and hopefully it will all look good. So before I get on with some hardcore driving, which we're going to see, again, back onto rally tonight. I've been enjoying the rally. I've got the PlayStation turned on now. Let's see if the PlayStation is working. I'm just going to see if it's working first. And if it is, I'm going to do some Gran Turismo practice as well. And it's not working. It's not working. Not working at all. So that's that then. That'll be PlayStation works perfectly on my TV. So there's something wrong with the Elgato again tonight, which is a real shame. It's a real shame. And it's not something I can fix when I'm live, unfortunately, because it means having to stop the stream now. That's a real shame. I thought we'd cured that tonight. Let's see if we can pull it out. No, no, we can't fix it tonight. Oh well. So that's my core bit of driving that I was going to do tonight, was Gran Turismo. Still not working. So we'll turn the PlayStation off and turn it off from there. So PlayStation's not well. The PlayStation's working fine. It seems like the problem is the Elgato. I've got two Elgatos. I've got an old, but the problem with the old one is that you can't. There's like a big delay between what I'm doing, you know, like 2 seconds or something, between what I'm doing and what you guys are seeing, 3 seconds. It's quite noticeable when I'm driving. What it means is that when I can't use the other cameras or anything either as well, which is a bit of a bummer. So tonight we'll kick off with a little bit of rally then. Yeah, I know Gran Turismo is good, isn't it? The problem is, Earl, is well, I plugged it all in earlier, and I thought, right, that's all set up, ready to go. I put it onto my TV. I've unplugged my external hard drive now because I think the external hard drive was somehow affecting it. So I've unplugged the external hard drive. So all my system has on it now is Gran Turismo and Crash Bandicoot. They were my plans to have a look at. Oh no, Jonathan. No, the Elgato, other Elgato. That's a different one on the other PC. That's got its. That had its issues the other day. Stopped working. It started working again. It's worked since. The Logitech camera, I'm going to send back. I've had 3 months of just drama. I had a whole day. It won't work when other webcams are plugged in. We've got 4 plugged in a PC here. That's half the power of the other one, and it's not the power of the ports. It's not any updates. It's got to be a problem with the camera. So it's going to go back. I'm going to invest in a. I've already put some money into a cam link, so I'm going to attach my video camera, my proper video camera, to my cam upstairs. That's going to have a little tripod. It's going to change the setup a bit. It's quite a tight way of moving things about, but from a tech perspective it will work pretty well. So then we'll have proper quality picture. Yeah, I was looking forward to that. Was my plans for tonight, was a bit of rally with a bit of Gran Turismo and a bit of Crash Bandicoot, but unfortunately just double check, let's see. Oh, we might have one thing that might be able to fix it here. Let's see if this can fix it. Plug this one in as well. Plug everything in. Maybe that will help. Oh, it's very tight through here. This is a. Hold on. That's another thing as well. We don't have tactile buttons on the PlayStation. I don't know if you've ever been moving your PlayStation 4 and like turned it on or turned it off constantly. Every time I go near my PS4, I'm like touching it and I'm like, damn. Right, let's get the camera sorted because that's going to bounce around when we're doing a bit of driving. So we're just going to check that the PlayStation 4 is working, and then we'll be ready to have a look at that. Let's double check. There's always an update when I turn my PlayStation on. I had it all updated just the other day. What's going on with the old... There we are. Turn the light. Okay, let's see if this works. Control pad's about to run out of power. Typical. But it's okay. It's okay. We're alright. We're alright. And it's working. It's working now. Alright. Oh, that's good. Oh, Crash Bandicoot hasn't finished downloading yet. Oh, blimey. Right, okay. So, no Crash Bandicoot. Oh, so basically I uninstalled all of my games the other day. Literally 182 games or whatever had to be, or whatever, 220 games had to be uninstalled. So, but that's all looking good now. So I will be able to do a bit of Gran Turismo. We can have a little look at a bit of Gran Turismo. Do a bit of that, but shall we do a bit of rally first and a bit of Gran Turismo? I just want to do a bit of practice before I get back into Gran Turismo racing. I watch a lot of Gran Turismo on Twitch, and it's a great interface, and I do like this Res one. Love Res, you know, Res is amazing. I love Res, and it's with me through the ages. You know, new versions, 4K, 8K, VR, Res will always be there. Because of its artistic style, so I love a bit of that. And hello to new viewers watching Scottish Wildcat. Sorry, I missed you on there as well when I was doing my stuff. And Lemon Fated is here as well. Hello to everybody there. Right, let's see. So we'll come back to that. Right, let's just turn that off for a moment. Right, that'll be so and you know, one thing as well, when you have external hard drives in, it never turns off properly, like never. You always turn it on and it says the system wasn't shut down properly. It's so irritating. Right, let's go on to Epic Games now. Let's jump onto a bit of rally, and then after that we'll do a bit of Gran Turismo as well. I think this is the right one. I've just clicked on the wrong one or not. Right, okay, let's jump onto this then. Not that one. This one? Will this one work? Let's have a look. Working! That's always so loud, isn't it? It's always so loud. Goodness, I just blow my eardrums every time that thing comes on. Right. So a little bit of tea. Do you get headaches after playing rally for too long? No, I find I get tired, but I get headaches from a lot of streamers. I think probably suffer this. We have bright lights in front of us. Oh, hold on, one of my cameras has moved. I shouldn't be looking there. I'm thinking, what's that camera doing there? Let's get that camera set up. There we are. Oh, it's gone a bit sideways, isn't it? There we are. Let's get you set up. There we are. I'll have to fix that later. And what about the other one? Let's just check the other camera, because I can see it's gone a bit walkabout. Oh, it's alright actually. We'll just change the which cam is that? It's cam 3. Let's just sort that out for a moment. Just configure the video, because one thing with all of these cameras is you've always got to untick the white balance every time you turn on the camera, so that it doesn't just go all blue, because you'll notice otherwise it does tend to go very blue. Basically, it's because of the blue lights. It tends to mess up the camera completely. So there is all of that. So hopefully we're ready for a bit of rally action. Now, what have we got here? So headaches, no. There is the emoji. We love the emoji. I look forward to when we can add more. I've got to design some more basically, but they are awesome. And I quite like using them on other people's streams as well, just because they stand out with their sort of simplistic loveliness. Now the next thing is, do I get headaches after playing? No, no headaches after rally. I get headaches after, sometimes streaming. We have bright lights in our faces a lot when we're streaming, so that's the thing. Also, you have to have white light for green screens, and that can be a problem. So you guys can't quite see because I can't move the cameras, but I have a white light with yellow filters around it, apart from one corner, so that I get yellow light and white light, and that kind of works for me. And then this bit here, you can't quite see it here, but if I move it, it's basically a light onto paper. So I made a paper box, and then that way it diffuses the light onto me rather than a light directly on me. Where possible, try to have lights directed at walls, and then create a lot of light from there. It does get warm it gets warm anyway. I'm always wearing a t-shirt, even if it's cold in the house. It gets really hot in this particular corner, but in the summer it's pretty tough. I can tell you streams in the summer will be challenging. There'll be fans here, there will be some fan noise. It's going to be a challenge. I'm just going to turn up the game, but it is a challenge. So, but that's part of streamer life when it comes to all this kind of stuff. So, and look, the Streamlabs bots is working now as well. WRC is here. Hello, WRC. Apparently it does, but my wheel only works on, or currently on PlayStation and PC. So that's why I haven't managed to test it on the PC yet. But I will work on that as well. And Lemon Faded redeemed emotes only chat. Goodness, see a couple of the excellent emotes here. the happy stick man. So yes. I will check it out. I will say I am going to be onto the development team about what went wrong with the recent update, because the frame rate has really tanked on the Xbox Series X. And it was perfect before then. I mean, the Xbox Series X was better than my PC. I mean, it was perfect. And they've done something to it which has messed it up. So I've got to have a word with them about that. Just get that in there like that. There we are. So we are ready to go. Now you'll see there's a little gap here. I have to use this. I've got a little trick here where I have to use a little bit of. There it is. I have to use a little bit of black there just to cover where the edge of the screen is. I will fix that eventually. I've got a bit of a problem with the pole. It's not long enough for the screen, so I need to sort something else out there as well for the screen. So many problems, when you get all these cameras set up, you just make drama for yourself. But and we have the slippers in view there, the Christmas slippers. They're going to come off now, and there will be different colour socks eventually. I know that black socks is not the winner when it comes to this sort of setup. But there will be different coloured socks, and the emojis are there as well. Love the emojis. Right, so let's it's time. Slippers off, gloves on. All right, ready for a bit of racing today. Now the esports kick off soon. There was a link on WRC's website to sign up for the esports. I don't know what happened to that link. Basically, what have we got in? What have we got in terms? I haven't tightened the knobs, so that might be a problem when I'm racing today, but oh well. What have we got? Daily challenge and a full stage. Oh God. You know what? I was enjoying my Japan. I kind of want to see if I can get quicker at that Japan stage, really. So I'm going to have a quick go at that again with a different car. So I like to learn stages and just try and get my head around them. Shatara. There we are. Let's see how we get on with this. So let's change the old doodad now to gaming. And then let's update that. And away we go to a bit of WRC 9. And where are we? Yeah. And what we do, we'll go with. We were quite enjoying the Yaris. I think we'll stick with the Yaris to see if we can get some more pace out of it today. So I was just saying, yes, the WRC esports sign-ups are apparently taking place and close in a few days. But I don't actually have the link handy. But do sign up if you have the option of signing up for it. Today, a little bit of WRC, a little bit of chat, a couple of cups of tea, and then a bit of Gran Turismo practice again, just to get in the flow of it. There's a few things I need to learn. And I was playing to some Crash Team Racing, but it hasn't downloaded. And I can't download it while I'm streaming. Streaming should be marginally clearer today. Every time I'm changing the settings. I will go a bit crazy over time, and we're going to push the stream to breaking point in the next couple of weeks, just to get a setting that really maximizes it. It's on the limit. You can see how my heart rate went up just with just I've seen people with heart rates of 120 plus playing games on here. It's crazy when you look at the heart rate, people. Right, let's do this again. Let's see how we get on.
40, left 4 and right 6 short, into left 3, keep right 30, left 4, into right 3, into left 5, into right 3, don't cut it, left 4 short.
Nah, too fast. Again, it's just getting the handling of the feel of the car right compared to what we were driving before. They all handle so differently. No. Okay, that's fine. We're not going to hang around on this. I can't handle sim rally and I just want to push 100% on all racing. Yeah, well, it's funny, you know. In a way, you can learn a lot from rally because you learn about every type of corner. Cut and left 5, 40. Right 6 medium and left 5, 30. Caution, brake right 3, short 150. Right 2 and left 5 and right 6. Precaution, acute hairpin left at junction into right 5 and left 5 medium. Into right 4, small cut and left 4. And right 1 medium and left 5 medium, keep right 40. Got that all wrong there, but it's okay though, we're learning.
Left 3 and brake, into right 4, into left 4, into caution, hairpin right.
No. The first thing we're going to do is going to turn this light off because it's too much in my way basically. Right, so we're going to turn that off and then we're going to have a go. Right, let's have a go again. Now, what was we going to say? Ah, there's the registrations. Okay, I will click on that, Jonathan. Hold on then. Boom. Let's take a look at that then. So, WRC, sports registrations. Okay, that's it there. There was meant to be a sign-up link. It says you can find out more details here at the bottom of this article, and the link here wasn't working the other day. Still doesn't work. So if you go to the bottom of the article, Jonathan, there, it says you can find out more details here. But that was what I got to, and I thought, oh, I can't sign up there then. So that tells me, I don't know if there was a proper sign up for it or something like that. There's me in a picture, by the way, if anyone's interested in on the podium in that link as well. So do check that out, of course. Of course. Right, let's get back to some rally. Let's go again now then. We're learning. So there's always a few restarts while we're learning. And hello to the new viewers joining us as well. Do say hello in the old chat there. Not that I'll read it for the next 5-10 minutes, but I'll get to it. Right. Ah. Too much rear end slide. Let's do it again.
40, left 4,
let's just do it now. Let's do it.
Into left 3, keep right 30, left 4, into right 3, into left 5, into right 3, don't cut it, left 4, short. Into right 5, cut and left 5, 40. Right 6, medium and left.
It's just jutting out, wasn't it?
40, left 4 and right 6 short, into left 3, keep right 30, left 4 into right 3, into left 5, into right 3, don't cut and left 4 short, into right 5, cut and left 5, 40, right 6 medium and left 5, 30, caution, brake right 3, short 150, right 2 and left 5 and right 6. Precaution, acute hairpin left at junction into right 5 and left 5 medium.
Got that a bit wrong. It's in the wrong gear.
Into right 4, small cut and left 4. And right 1 medium and left 5 medium, keep right 40. Left 3 and brake. brake, into right 4, into left 4, into caution, hairpin right narrows at junction, 30. Left 3 tightens, into right 1, 40. Left 2 and left 4 opens and tightens medium, 30. Hairpin right cut, into right 5, don't cut.
Oh, my head's not with it yet. My head's not screwed on. Got to warm up a bit.
Right 5 tightens 3, and left 6 for caution, square right widens. Into left 6, keep middle over bridge, 60. Left 5, 100. Flat right long, 500 over tunnel.
We're a lot slower than we were in the other car.
60. Left 4 cut, 50. Crest for right 5, 30. Right 6 into left 4, big cut, 100.
Oh, that's a shame. Did some damage there as well.
Into flat right 40, caution, brake for acute hairpin right, small cut, very narrow, 50. Right 6 tightens 3, narrows, definitely don't cut at junction, and flat right. And left 5 small cut, into right 5 small cut, 30, left 4, 60. Caution, brake for acute hairpin left, 30. Right 3, 30. Left 6 into right 6, 30. Caution, right 3 over crest, and left 3 narrows, and left 4, 60. Flat left. And right 6 tightens 4, don't cut, 40. Caution, left 6 tightens 1, very narrow, 30. Right 3, 30, keep middle, narrows over bridge. And right 4 short, 30. Left 2, very narrow, 50. Right 6 narrows, 60. Right 5 short. And caution, left 5 tightens, acute hairpin left at junction, 30. Right 5 cut, and left 5. And right 3 and left 4. And right 6 for left 3, short, 40. Right 4 cut, 50. Left 5, 30. Right 5 at junction into flat right. And left 5 for right 5, long. Caution, brake for hairpin right, don't cut. And flat left, 60.
Okay, through the first sector.
Left 6 tightens, very long, bumpy, 30. Right 4 tightens and left 4 opens, medium, 60, bumpy. Right 5 tightens, medium for left 4 cut, keep middle, 60, jump over bridge. 30. Right 6 into left 4, 40. Keep left for right 5 at junction. And left 5, 50. Square left, 50 over bridge. Square left and flat left, 50.
Okay,
Flat right tightens,
here we
into
go,
left 5
next
short,
part.
into right 5. Into kinks, don't cut, hard brake, 50. Square right, don't cut, 30. Hard
Just a
brake,
hint
square
of it, I
right
didn't
on
really
left
want to
three, and
handbrake
right
that.
3 at junction, 150. Right 5, hard brake, into left 2, tightens. Into right 4, into left 5 short, 30. Right 4, hard brake, into acute hairpin left, 50. Right 4 and left 3, keep into right 3, short. And left 4 into right 5, 80. Caution, hard brake, square left opens. And left 5 into right 4, don't cut, narrows long,
Nearly got it
50.
wrong there, but got the pole down. Didn't want to do that. Did some damage.
caution, right 4. And left 6 long, tightens 3, don't cut, 15. Caution, hard brake, hairpin right, rock in, 30.
That was unexpected. Crash
Left 3
car.
tightens, don't cut, and left 5. Hard brake into hairpin right, 30. Left 2 cut, opens. Into square left cut, 30. Flat right, 80. Caution, hard brake, square right, small cut, 100. Square right, don't cut, 80.
Oh, damn it, we hit it.
Right 4.
Hit the stick. Hit the stick. Ah, that's the end of that run. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. It's that stick, I should have slowed more for it. It looks like just a little stick, but when you hear it, it's like when you hit it, it's like concrete. It is a long track. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. I was in a good place then. I felt good, you know. Absolutely. I've run the settings down on my PC version to run all these cameras because I have one PC running all of this and the stream and the game. So once I can run the PlayStation 5 version on here, then you'll get obviously the maximum quality of the PS5 version and you know, all that business. We do better. We try again.
40.
It's what practice is all about, though, isn't it?
3, keep right, 30, left 4, into right 3, into left 5. Into right 3, don't cut, and left 4, short. Into right 5, cut, and left 5, 40. Right 6, medium, and left 5, 30. Caution, brake right 3, short, 150. Right 2 and left 5 and right 6. Precaution, acute hairpin left at junction, into right 5 and left 5, medium.
Damn it. We had a good start there and just got away from me a bit.
And right 1 medium and left 5 medium, keep right, 14. Left 3 and brake, into right 4, into left 4, into caution, hairpin right narrows at junction, 30. Left 3 tightens, into right 1, 40.
Nah, restart. Too messy. Oh, that's a shame, Lemon. I know. That one stick. This time I'm going to go slow around it when I get there.
40. Left 4 and right 6.
It's I've said it before, I've hit it and it literally totals your car. It's ridiculous, really.
Cut and left 4 short. Into right 5, cut and left 5, 40.
Nah, there's no point. We're hitting walls. No point.
40. Left 4 and right 6.
Do I have any
short,
assists
into
on?
left 3, keep right 30, left 4 into right 3, into left 5. Into right 3, don't cut and left
Don't know, to be
4
honest, I
short.
don't think so. Oh, no clutch. That's the only thing I've got on. No clutch. I have automatic clutch. I don't do clutch driving anymore. Mainly because I find that it affects my adapting to other games too much. If all I ever played was Rally, and it was all I ever needed to play, then I'd be on the clutch. But if I'm jumping from Rally to Formula 1, I need to left foot brake, and I can't adapt. Same with Gran Turismo. It's
Medium and left 5 medium, keep right 40. Left 3 and brake, into right 4, into left 4, into caution, hairpin right narrows at junction, 30. Left 3 tightens, into right 1, 40. Left 2 and left 4 opens and tightens medium, 30. Hairpin right cut, into right 5, don't cut. Caution, hairpin left cut, 60. Right 5 tightens, 3. And left 6 for caution, square right widens. Into left 6, keep middle over bridge, 60. Left 5, 100. Flat right long, 500 over tunnel.
Alrighty, let's see how we do them.
Right 4, 60. Left 4 cut, 50. Crest for right 5, 30. Right 6 into left 4, big cut, 100. Right 5. Into left 6 medium, into flat right 40, caution, brake for acute hairpin right, small cut, very narrow, 50. Right 6 tightens 3, narrows, definitely don't cut at junction, and flat right. And left 5 small cut, into right 5 small cut, 30, left 4, 60. Caution, brake for acute hairpin left, 30. Right 3, 30. Left 6 into right 6, 30. Caution, right 3 over crest, and left 3 narrows, and left 4, 60. Flat left. And right 6 tightens 4, don't cut, 40. Caution, left 6 tightens 1, very narrow, 30. Right 3, 30, keep middle, narrows over bridge. And right 4 short, 30. Left 2, very narrow, 50. Right 6 narrow, 60. Right 5 short. And caution, left 5 tightens, acute hairpin left at junction, 30. Right 5 cut, and left 5. And right 3 and left 4. And right 6 for left 3, short, 40. Right 4 cut, 50.
Damn it.
Left 5, 30. Right 5 at junction into flat right. And left 5 for right 5, long. Caution, brake for hairpin right, don't cut. And flat left, 60.
Second gear handbrake, why not? Good traction.
Left 6 tightens, very long, bumpy, 30. Right 4 tightens and left 4 opens, medium, 60, bumpy. Right 5 tightens, medium for left 4 cut, keep middle, 60, jump over bridge. 30. Right 6 into left 4, 40.
Oh, nearly was a total disaster there, but
And left 5, 50. Square left, 50 over bridge. Square left and flat left, 50. Flat right tightens,
done some
into left
damage.
5 short, into right
Damn.
5. Into kinks, don't cut, hard brake, 50. Square right, don't cut, 30. Hard brake, square right, and left 3, and right 3 at junction, 150. Right 5, hard brake, into left 2, tightens. Into right 4, into left 5 short, 30.
lost control. Ah well. All that time lost. That's it. That's critical time lost.
Right 4 and left 3, keep into right 3.
Quite know what happened there.
And left 4 into right 5, 80. Caution, hard brake, square left opens.
What's going on? What is going on? I don't know what happened there. Maybe the damage. Maybe the damage was what did me from earlier. We will get there. Jay is here as well. Hello, Jay. Welcome to the stream. Replay? No. We're gonna go again. Restart. There's no rewind on this game. You have to You have to practice, 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 and then it will come. Oh, and every time you play, I play with like different cars, so they handle differently, and so you've got to relearn what you've learned. So the car moves around a bit more, and that's what's. I'd probably be a lot more comfortable in the Hyundai, just a lot more grippy, but I want to see what I can get out of this car. Oh right, yeah. Oh no, it's all right. I've seen enough. It's, you know, there's a reason why it's called Shatara, and that's because it's very difficult. Apologies for those that are a little bit bored of seeing the same bit of road, and this is wherever you're doing a bit of something like this, it's always a little bit hard at first trying to, but we are getting quicker every time. We are getting quicker. Oh, my Solberg, welcome to the chat and the rally action, the rally passion in the room today. Right, let's get our head on. Let's get our head screwed on now. Let's relax and.
Right 30, left 4 into right 3 into left 5. Into right 3, don't cut and left 4 short. Into right 5, cut and left 5 40. Right 6 medium and left 5 30. Caution, brake right 3 short 150.
Oh! Well, I've never seen that before. My goodness me, look at that. Right in the middle of the track. That's something new. That's something new. I've not seen that before. Now that is a replay moment, isn't it? I don't know if I can do a replay of that. Don't think I can I? No, sadly not. But that is a rather interesting obstacle. Okay, I've never seen that. I've never seen a crashed car like move scenery right into the way of the driver. That's amazing. That's amazing. Okay, that was that then. That was a really good start to the rally then as well. Typical. Right. Let's do it again. I've never seen that happen ever. Right, off we go. Go.
40.
Oh, bloody hell. Off we go.
40. Left 4 and right 6 short. Into left 3. Keep right 30. Left 4 into right 3. Into left 5. Into right 3. Don't cut and left 4 short.
No, we're going to do it in second. We'll go second through there. Go.
40. Left 4 and right 6 short. Into left 3. Keep right 30. Left 4 into right 3. Into left 5. Into right 3. Don't cut and left 4 short. Into right 5. Cut and left 5 40. Right 6 medium and left 5 30. Caution. Brake right 3 short 150. Right 2 and left 5 and right 6. Precaution, acute hairpin left at junction into right 5 and left 5 medium. Into right 4, small cut and left 4. And right 1 medium and left 5 medium, keep right 40. Left 3 and brake, into right 4, into left 4, into caution, hairpin right narrows at junction 30.
Bloody hell. It's oh, I've lost my flow for a second. I'm going to just chill 2 secs. Right, got another go. It's tough. Tough driving, trying to here we go. Right. This is it now. Relax. I need to relax more.
Left 4 into right 3 into left 5. Into right 3, don't cut. cut and left 4 short. Into right 5, cut and left 5, 40. Right 6 medium and left 5, 30. Caution, brake right 3, short, 150. Right 2 and left 5 and right 6. Precaution, acute hairpin left at junction, into right 5 and left 5, medium. Into right 4, small cut and left 4. And right 1 medium and left 5 medium, keep right, 40. Left 3 and brake, into right 4, into left 4, into caution, hairpin right narrows at junction, 30. Left 3 tightens, into right 1, 40. Left 2 and left 4 opens and tightens medium, 30. Hairpin right cut, into right 5, don't cut, and caution, hairpin left cut, 60. Right 5 tightens 3, and left 6 precaution, square right widens. Into left 6, keep middle over bridge, 60.
I had a bit of a frame rate drop there, so I had to slow down. It's just part of the streaming and the PC, it struggles there. So I was really slow through that section, wasn't I? Disappointing. 2 seconds off my normal speed. Trying to play it safe really though. I don't know if we can gain any speed through this section now. We've lost 2 seconds.
Right 5. Into left 6 medium, into flat right 40, caution, brake for acute hairpin right, small cut, very narrow, 50. Right 6 tightens 3, narrows, definitely don't cut at junction, and flat right. And left 5 small cut, into right 5 small cut, 30, left 4, 60. Caution, brake for acute hairpin left, 30. Right 3, 30. Left 6 into right 6, 30. Caution, right 3 over crest, and left 3 narrows, and left 4, 60. Flat left. And right 6 tightens 4, don't cut, 40. Caution, left 6 tightens 1, very narrow, 30. Right 3, 30, keep middle, narrows over bridge. And right 4 short, 30. Left 2, very narrow, 50. Right 6 narrow, 60. Right 5 short. And caution, left 5 tightens, acute hairpin left at junction, 30. Right 5 cut, and left 5. And right 3 and left 4. And right 6 for left 3, short, 40. Right 4 cut, 50. Left 5, 30. Right 5 at junction into flat right. And left 5 for right 5, long. Caution, brake for hairpin right, don't cut. And flat left, 60.
Alright, let's focus now.
Left 6 tightens, very long, bumpy, 30. Right 4 tightens and left 4 opens, medium, 60, bumpy.
It's alright, going fast, we're risking it a bit, but...
Left 4 cut, keep middle, 60, jump over bridge. 30. Right 6 into left 4, 40. Keep left for right 5 at junction. And left 5, 50. Square left, 50 over bridge. Square left and flat left, 50. Flat right tightens, into left 5 short, into right 5. Into kinks, don't cut, hard brake, 50. Square right, don't cut, 30. Hard brake, square right, and left 3, and right 3 at junction, 150. right 5, hard brake, into left 2, tightens. Into right 4, into left 5, short, 30. Right 4, hard brake, into acute hairpin left, 50. Right 4 and left 3, keep into right 3, short.
Car didn't slide very well then.
And left 4 into right 5, 80. Caution, hard brake, square left opens. And left 5 into right 4, don't cut, narrows, long, 50. Caution, right 4. And left 6 long, tightens 3, don't cut, 50. Caution, hard brake, hairpin right, rock in, 30. Left 3 tightens, don't cut, and left 5. Hard brake into hairpin right, 30. Left 2 cut, opens. Into square left cut, 30, flat right, 80. Caution, hard brake, square right, small cut, 100. Square right, don't cut, 80.
Take it slow. So
Flat left, into right
it's not
4,
even
and
risk
left
it
4.
now because that on the inside.
Keep into right 4, tightens long and flat left, 80. Flat left into flat right, 30. Right 6 shorts, narrows, and right 4. And left 3 tightens, 80. Left 5 short, 100. Left 5 very long, tightens, 30. Right 5 short, into left 5, 50. Right 3, 30. Left 5, hard brake, into square right, 30. Into left 4, 200. Right 3 and caution, hard brake for square right. And left 3, 30. Right 5, hard brake for hairpin right, 150.
Tyres are going quite
Caution,
significantly
hard brake for
actually.
hairpin left, tree in, 200. Right 3, 150. Hairpin right, small cut, 30. Left 2, don't cut, 30.
Ah, damn it.
Left 3 narrows, into caution, right 2 long, 100. Left 3 tightens 2, keep in, into flat right, 80. Caution, hairpin right opens, tightens, 80. Left 3 tightens 2, into caution, left 1 cut, 300. Caution, hairpin right, narrows, 80. Right 6 over crest, 100.
Getting some vibration through the wheels somewhere. There's something wrong with the car.
Into kinks, 80. Left 3 and crest. Into right 3 long and caution, left 4, keep in, 50.
Wrong gear there. That's my fault.
Left 3 tightens, keep in, into left 4, keep in. And left 4 narrows, into right 3, keep in, 80. Flat left narrow, 60. Caution, left 3 short, keep in, into right 3 short, keep in, 60. And caution, left 3 short, keep left,
Slow
into
right
right
down
3
there
short,
because
keep in, 80.
the car's slightly
Caution,
damaged,
brake for
so
left 3, into right 3, keep in, and flat left into caution, brake, acute hairpin right, into left 5, over crest 50. Right 4, keep in, into left 5, 70. Left 4, keep in, into right 4, 30. Left 3, keep in, into right 5, 80. Caution, brake right 4 short, over crest, into left 1, opens 200.
Okay,
Flat left into flat right, 300.
off we go then. Off we go. Final sector.
Caution, hard brake for left 3 medium, keep in, and flat right long. Left 7, keep in, into right 5, keep in. And left 5, keep in, into right 5, opens 150. Caution, brake for left 3 medium, tightens 100. Caution, brake for kinks, narrows at junction, and left 5 medium. And right 3 small cut, into left 3, keep in, 50. Brake, right 3 tightens, and left 2 long, keep in. Into right 3 opens, and flat left, 50. Caution, brake, hairpin right, opens 100. Right 3, don't cut, into left 2, don't cut, keep middle, 50. Right 3, small cut, 50. Left 4, opens, 80. Left 4 tightens 3, don't cut, over bridge, into right 6, 150. Right 6, keep in, and caution, brake for right 3 tightens 2, narrows, bumpy, 80. Left 2 tightens long, keep in, 150. Right 2 tightens medium, and left 3 cut. And brake left 3 tightens 2, long, keep in, 150. Flat right into caution, brake left 2, keep in, 50. Right 3, don't cut, into left 5, opens, 50. Caution, left 3 short, keep in, into right 4 long, opens, 60. Brake, left 3 short, 50. Right 3, small cut, keep into left 3, small cut. Into brake, right 4 opens, and left 6, 150. Hard brake, right 3 opens, keep in, 100. Left 4, big cut, keep in, and finish.
Tyres are gone. And we're done. We're done. Wasn't the worst time in the end. It was all right. It was all right. I think we lost 2 seconds at the start. A couple of mistakes here and there, and that sort of cost us the old thing. Now, lift this up. That's all right. Moving around all the time. Now. It's the old vibration is moving the camera everywhere. There we go. Is it on there? It's on there. Right, let's tighten you guys. Tighten you guys on the old. There we are. That's better. Blimey. Swinging around everywhere. Right, that's it. Done. Ah, that's all right. Yes, you'll see a bit from this camera. Unfortunately, the camera has like a mobile phone. It has a rotation thing. When it's bouncing around everywhere, I kind of thought, in a way, it could do some sort of authentic interference. You know, you get in real racing coverage and rally cars and stuff like that. I think it would be fun to have, you know, it just adds a bit to the whole realistic vibe. Oh, a new follower as well, Mancunian Andy, thank you for the follow. Brilliant, thank you. Oh, what have we got here? We've got something in the way of the camera. What's this? Oh, I see. One of the cameras has been completely knocked off course. Let's see if we can fix you. Oh, blimey. Oh, goodness. Well, there we are. That'll have to do for now. Fix it later. Ah, there we are. So now a rest for a moment, and now Potatis is here. Hello, Potatis. Welcome to the chat. As ever, apologies to those of you who joined, and I'm going to catch up on your messages and stuff like that. trying to remember the whole course must take ages. It does. You remember it in stages. So that's the key way to do this course, is stages. And I haven't done all of them yet myself. That's why it's nice to learn one course, I think, rather than constantly move to course to course to course. Captain Lala's here as well. Hello, Captain Lala. Yep, this is what we're doing tonight. Bit of this, and we'll see if we can get the PlayStation working as well. And it is working, so we'll jump on that and do a bit of Gran Turismo as well. Just some practice. Quite enjoyed doing that stage. I think it's very challenging, very technical. It's a very technical stage to do. Johnson seems to flicker in the bottom camera. Yeah, so that'll be it. That'll be the movement vibrations. That's okay. At least it's doing its thing. That's the main thing. Oh goodness, I'm gonna have to sort these cameras out as well. This one's been knocked about a bit, so I'll have to fix it afterwards. God knows what it's looking at right now. Hold on, let's just have a look. See. And oh, it's over there somewhere. Look, there we are. There we are. That's better. Look, it's working now. Fixed. So there we have it. Yes. Hello to everybody. I'll just see if there's any chat I've missed. We have my Solberg. I haven't heard Alan's voice. It's Alt Fox convincing him and me to join VV. Oh bloody hell! That's a long time ago, Mr. Solberg. You know, I mean, VVV had 120 players back in those days, and it was a big esport team, and it was a lot of work. Alt Fox was a good example of somebody who I kind of felt I needed to give him a bump up chat every time I spoke to him, and he changed his name every other week, and there were a whole bunch of guys that would join teams and leave teams like within a month all the time. And I would say to them, look, if you could just stick with something for any amount of time, we can build something around that, you know. But unfortunately it was impossible. I just couldn't get people to actually stick to something for an amount of time. It was a very challenging and frustrating job for me, because it's like when you work with all these games companies, you spend 2 years working. It's like streaming, you know, or anything. You have to do it for 2 years before anyone even takes any notice of you. You've got to invest and commit. And that's the problem with esports, is a lot of people think, I'm good as a player, I want success now, I want everything now. And I say, well, what have you achieved? Oh, nothing yet, but I've got the potential. Or I've won a tournament that nobody's heard of. Yeah, it doesn't work like that. It's years of social media now and all this kind of thing, you know. So avoid yellow post and big black sponge, Lemon. Absolutely. It was the clan. It was at the time, you know. I mean, I worked hard on. I used to talk to people about branding, and you know, it's important to represent the brand. It's important to be sensible and not swear all the time, and you know, stick to what you're doing and be responsible. And if you look at the internet today, a lot of people don't care at all. I mean, there's brands that sponsor all kinds of Twitch and YouTubers that I think, my goodness, I don't know why they support that kind of stuff. But I mean, back then it was a lot more strict than it is today. I mean, there's a lot of behaviour seems to get tolerated now that wouldn't back then. And that's the oops, let's move this back into position, turn that on again, give me a bit more light. So nice to chill out there and enjoy a bit of rally. And you can see the heart rate reduces back to a regular level. I will tighten that more, I think. Bouncy cam. So yes, it has been a long time, Mr. Solberg, since PGR3. Team VVV will have its 15th anniversary in the end of May. I launched it that night with I think 5 drivers. There was myself, there was a chap called Venom, VVV Venom, and there was Hitman, who became Hyperion, and then there was B Bradley and CJ. and we were the first people to join to set up. And we said, let's just attack one leaderboard tonight. And that's all we did, was we just attacked one leaderboard. Now bear in mind, I'm the worst driver on the team by a mile. I always said, if I can get a top 10 in the world, then you need to be doing number ones. Or if you're not beating me, then there's no point joining, frankly. We want to bring together the best. And back then I was a better player then than I am now, because as you are when you're a bit younger, you're just on games 24/7. There comes a time in your life when you just get a bit tired, honestly, and you just don't have the same level of mental energy. You've got other things, life, bills, other things that come into your head, and you haven't got time for so much gaming, sadly, as you do when you're a bit younger. Otherwise, if I had been that age, I would have been streaming 24/7 on here. We were ahead of our time. Team VV was ahead of its time. Sadly, there's no team anymore. There's just me on my own. I would like to put together a writing team, but it's really hard finding people who, and that way with a writing team, you can do all the news and you can do your podcasts and all that kind of stuff. But I think people like the idea of it, and they like the idea of, you get to see games early and do this, that and the other. And you say, yeah, but you've got to work on this week in, week out. It's not paid. Well, I mean, you get your games, you get your consoles, and you get other bits and bobs and adventures, but that's what it's all about. It's passion that drives it, passion project. But for me, it's always fun. And I actually said when I created Team VV, another chap that joined soon after was a chap called Porsche, and John. I said to John at the time, I said, look, if Team VVV is me on my own, racing around Project Gotham race PGR3 on my own, putting my times in the top leaderboards here and there, then that's it. That's just enough to irritate people that I exist, and that's all I've ever done. And I'm still here. There's a lot of people that are somehow frustrated that I exist in the industry still, but I'm still here, and I'll be here forever in some capacity. So and I'm still doing driving. I'll just carry on forever. I'll be a 70-year-old man, and I'll be sitting here playing Wipeout or something. I'll have something that uses my hands, because I'll have arthritis by then. So I'll just be using like some kind of VR or some kind of AR to control retro games or something. That's what it's going to be when I'm an old man. Just need a green screen and me doing that, and then you can do whatever you want to that image. No, not really. But no, it's interesting. I did enjoy doing that. This section here is quite tricky. When you're on worn tyres, that's what caught me out there. Was the tyres were very worn. Then we get understeer through here, trying to get the car in, but look at it going out, and then sliding in early. A bit slower there than I'd like, but by the time you get to this part of the track, there's a lot of wear on your tyres. So you go much slower here. Look, nice and slow. Prepare the car for the corner. Don't. And again here, I went into this just in the wrong gear for the tyres I had. I went in my normal gear when I just run this little stage, but you see there, it caught the inside. I didn't have enough grip. Car wasn't gripping, so now I went a gear lower. It's a bit like racing in wet weather. You've got to go a gear lower through the corners when your tyres start to really wear out. It's just so. And then after this, I started to be more aggressive on the tyres as well, because I thought they're nearly gone. I've got to use the life up. Again, a gear lower here. Very slow through here. I took this easy. The car was a bit unstable. Nice and slow there. I just thought, let's get into this first section. Sometimes that little bit of dirt on the inside can lose a bit of front end grip as well. If you touch it, you understeer straight into the wall. So you'll drone there, nice and slow. And we're out of that tricky section. Loads of time to be lost, not much time to be gained. We lost probably a second through that section. But comments on Cyril leaving Renault. Big surprise today, wasn't it? If many of you have seen, it changes the lead Alpine, and I'm going to call them Alpine. I don't care if they're called Alpine, whatever, some other language. Alpine is what we've always known them as. And, it's a bit like I'm Alan in the UK, and I'm Alain in France. And when I go to France, I say, no, I'm Alain. A-L-A-N, not A-L-A-I-N. You know, they always spell my name wrong. Both of my names are French. So in that sense, Alain Boiston. It's actually a French name. Anyway, never mind that. The Cyril leaving Renault is a big surprise to me. I happen to believe that continuity in a team is important. However, the team has underperformed. It didn't achieve its place in the Constructors' Championship last year. It should have. They were beaten by a customer team with McLaren. They had Daniel Ricciardo. They weren't able to get Ocon where he needed to be early in the season. They had unreliability. They had inconsistency. And I think this year, far down the line, they were underperforming. They were underperforming in 2019 they were underperforming. 2020 they started the year poorly, came it back strongly, but it wasn't enough at the end to secure that. So absolutely Olivier, absolutely. Alain Boiston. So once they lost my suitcase when I was went to Nice many years ago, and I suddenly heard this message, blah, 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 Monsieur Boiston, blah, blah, blah. And I remember thinking, oh my God, I heard my name on the tannoy at the airport. I was terrified. I had my notes. Bonjour, je m'appelle Alain. Je ne parle pas français. Parlez-vous anglais? Just my notes were terrible. Okay, and I can't do the French accent at all. It's funny though when you hear there's a chap who works for Thrustmaster, Eric, and if I'm with him and I say, if I speak with your accent, it sounds a bit more. It's a bit like well, Alain, when I speak to you, I speak in this way, and when you say it's in French in this kind of way, it changes your mouth. And it's like when you do speak German with an Arnie accent, you sound a bit Austrian, but you can't be placed because you've got no regional accent. It's terrible. So if you speak German, do it with an Arnie accent. Also, Arnie has the best swearing. So if you swear in an Austrian accent, it sounds more visceral. Yeah, it's just something everybody should try. It's a really satisfying swearing. So yes, I won't do it. I'm extremely tempted. I won't do it. But yes. So if you do an accent, you do a pretend accent, then. So yeah, when it comes to the French, it's that kind of sort of. It is when it is good to be talking to you. Ooh. It's a way, and with the Arnie, it's Arnie accents don't work on this microphone. No, I would need a German line, and then I could read it, and then you would see authentic German in my mind. It's like anything. It's like, if you're doing your American accent or you're doing your. I've got to sort this camera out. It keeps on bouncing back, doesn't it? I've got to sort it all out. This thing behind me. Yeah, when it comes to accents, it's funny, isn't it? It's like Italian. I've never done Italian, but when you go into the Italian thing, yeah, absolutely, bull, right? That's another thing as well. Arnie doesn't say bull; he says ball. It's guttural. It's a guttural swearing. All right, so it's to do with that. Ball. I haven't said anything. And there's that Italian as well. I'd like to. I was taught some various Italian things. Again, I can't say because I don't know how sweary they are, so I can't say them. But the Italian, I always like to. I remember when I didn't have much experience of going to Italy, and it's one of my first times there. It might have been my first time there actually. Was seeing WRC 1 in 2010, and I was having a cup of tea in the morning, and a man comes up to me and he says, he says to me, he says to me, "You want cappuccino?" And I thought, "Ooh, that's very Italian, isn't it?" And I said, "Oh, I don't think I will actually. No." I said, "No, actually, when in Rome, go on." And he was kind of confused because I wasn't in Rome at the time. No, I'm in Milan, but it's a saying. And I just thought to myself, it's funny. I went to presentations, and I like the life in Italy. I like the food. I like the these are the best. They're the best again. You drive, and it's a beautiful. And I remember when I stayed in a hotel, and I stayed in a hotel that had. I remember it had a foyer with what appeared to be a glass floor in front of the check-in at the hotel, and you walk up to the glass floor and you're like, wow, that's really cool with the lighting, until you realise that it's water. It's clear water, right? With lighting, it's level with the floor, it's perfect. And I was like, bloody hell, I almost stepped into that, you know? Anyway, over the course of the next 3 days, I saw 4 people fall into it. And I remember sitting there with the head of Thrustmaster, who was sitting there waiting for a coach one morning. We were just sitting talking to each other. And then suddenly this lady's walking along and she just goes bam, straight into it. I mean, head first. We just couldn't help but laugh. I said to the man who said, "Isn't that like a health and safety risk, a bit dangerous?" He says, "Yes, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful." It's beautiful, absolutely. But I do wonder if it's a bit of a health and safety risk. I remember going to my room in that hotel, and we had our TV was behind the mirror. So when you walk into the room, there was no TV. It was just a mirror. And I remember thinking, I turned the light on. You couldn't see the TV when the light was turned on because it was behind the mirror. I said, "You can't see the TV when the light's on." He says, "Yes, but it's beautiful." Okay, and so this was the line of Italy. It's practicality or safety. Don't worry, as long as it's pretty, it's a beautiful. And I really like that. It just made me laugh about health and safety, how different it is in Italy. I mean, if you go karting, expect a concussion. I now know that in Italy. If you go racing, they won't tell you to wear a helmet. They just wear a helmet if you want to. You know, don't need to. So it's quite funny in Italy. And there's also a sense of time that's a bit strange as well. So if you say, "Oh, what time will the presentation of today's game begin?" 10 minutes. 10 minutes could be an unlimited amount of time in Italian. It really is sort of it's an ever-expanding thing. So 10 minutes later, you'll ask, "Oh, when's the presentation beginning?" 5, 10 minutes. Few minutes. And few minutes, that could mean half an hour, could mean an hour. So there's always the different ideas and approach, and I love that when I'm there. It makes me laugh when I'm there and enjoying it. And if ever you see something that's not complete in a game, and I say, "Oh, we really could do with like more clouds," they'll always say, "We are working on this. We are working on this." Even though they're not working on it at all. It's just something they've literally like noted down while I'm actually talking. It's quite funny. So you never know what they are actually working on, or how long anything's ever going to take, or how anything ever gets done. But that's Italian life for you. But the food is amazing. The food and drink. I would be as big as a wall. I don't know, it keeps moving. I have to. Is that this? Is that still? Oh, no. I'll just tighten this. It's a bit tricky to hold on. Let's tighten you on properly, because otherwise you are going to fall. Oh, I see it's coming off. This one. Hold on. Let's fix this for a second. Get on there. That's it. Right on there. Oh, blimey. There we are. Gonna make you guys dizzy. There we are. That's better. Right, you're definitely stable now. There we are. A bit higher as well. Got you a bit higher. That's it. There we are. Beautiful. Look at that. Hey, you're sort of high. You're sort of on my level now. It's all right. I feel like Clarkson in the car, doing a bit of driving. So no, the travel is fun. I like doing it. I'm just having a chill because the rally is quite intense. And when you do 1 hour of this intensity of driving, you always need to chill out. The heart rate to go down. I drink 2 cups of tea and a pint of water, and then I have my break, of course. And then I come back refreshed like a new man. I will look at the esports. It does. This is actually a wobbly cam as well. So there's a wobbly cam here and there's a wobbly cam there. I originally designed it so that the cams would all be connected to this rig and that they would all vibrate when I'm driving. But there's nothing to connect it to on the rig, so it's a bit of a pain. The one behind me, the second camera, which is this camera here, this has a bit of wobbly. That's actually on the rig. That's actually right behind my head. It's that one there. There it is. There. So you guys can see exactly what I'm seeing. You turn autofocus off. I haven't turned it off, but gives you an idea. I've got to reset the camera though because it's slightly off, and it's not easy to set that up. But it gives you guys a bit of an idea on what I can see. Oops. And the lighting there as well, it's looking good. So it's all coming along. Different scenes, different days, and I'll find out what people like as well. I was find any suctioning links. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it, Jonathan? It's like they almost don't want anyone to do it. So I will contact WRC, or sorry, the Kiloton, and just see if they can tell me where the link is, because it's a bit unhelpful. The link doesn't work, and I'm surprised no one else has noticed yet. I thought someone might fix it in that article, but nobody has. So what's going to happen here? Well, a new microphone is on the way. So in the next few weeks I'll be changing to the Posh microphone a lot of streamers use, the Shure with the Go XLR, and I'll also be sorting out the Stream Deck as well, which will be here somewhere near to me, so I can just grab a hold of it neatly enough, and then we'll be good to go with something that's a bit more cool looking. It'd be nice to have it about there really, so I could just sort of press it like a button box, but don't think there's anything I can do, nothing to bolt it to sadly on this rig. It's an old rig, what can I say? It doesn't have much I can add to it there as well. Better than Rory Bremner from Captain Lala earlier though. Rory Bremner, wow, that's a real blast from the past. I went to see Rory Bremner live when? Must be like 10 years ago now. I went to see Rory Bremner live. Really good fun, good build-up acts. Yeah, it was interesting going to a live TV show like that and watching how they record it. It reminded me a lot of when I did my TV stuff on X League back in the day. I'm actually doing some tests. Here we go. While we're having a break from this, let's just have a look at. See if I can just give you an idea on. So when I'm working on new content and ideas, I make demo videos which nobody sees. I just or they're made for people who help me out with technical knowledge and stuff like that, or just technical feedback sometimes on what I shouldn't do or say or whatever. Present myself, because you need to learn all this stuff when you're streaming. We'll jump back to we'll just copy this link for a second, copy that, and so let's just take a look at pop to the car seat just for a second, and let's go just chat for a second while we look at this. Just sort that out, and then we'll see. Leo is here. Hello, Leo. Well, that's it. I could do with a plate of some kind, but I don't have anything practical. Anything that involves me drilling is out of the question. It's noisy, it's messy, it's a pain. Right, hold on a moment. Let's just have a look at what we're going to have a look at here. We're going to have a look at browser. Let's have a look at browser. Browser doodad.
And here we are checking out the new Go.
Thanks. I'm just going to leave that there for a second. So this gives you an idea of the sort of thing I'm working on building for this. Let's turn this up. Hopefully you'll be able to hear it. I'll just turn the music down just for a second. And yes, I've actually done a stream on that Porsche challenge. Actually, I will do it again. Actually, so now we're just going to take a look at so testing audio, for example. What I'm doing here. Bear with me. Hopefully this will work. It's just an example. Here we go.
Hello viewers, and here we are then checking out the new Go XLR, which this is my normal commentary voice, as you can hear, the smooth moves, smooth vibes of my commentary voice, but we also have a number of effects. Let's go on to the effects here, then the effects get turned on, and we have a robot voice. My name is Alan, and you can hear me breathing. Yes, this is quite disturbing. There we are. We can change this as well. Make it a deeper voice, so I can talk normally. So it changes my voice, whatever I'm doing. And a number of things there we can do, but we'll just settle that up. Then we have megaphone. So welcome on the megaphone today. We're going to be commentating at the racetrack. We'll add a little bit of reverb just for the size of the audience, a little bit of echo, as well as we see the cars racing round turn one on the power quickly, then braking down into Druids there, right down through the gears before getting on the power, round again the next two corners before accelerating up to over 200 miles per hour, right through the gears there before heavy braking at the end. It really is tough on the cars and tough on the drivers, and fantastic to see Sir Sterling Moss pushing so hard against Graham Hill. They really are two champions. We're privileged to see them here in action, and that's the megaphone, which is quite interesting. We've still got reverb and echo on there as well. What's this one? Hard tune. No idea what hard tune is, but it sounds like we can tune something to make it sound a bit different. We can also turn that off
as well and alter my voice so it goes a bit, well, hi, and
that's how that works. We also have a gender option here, so we can make me quite manly, but that doesn't do anything because I'm just super manly anyway. Or we can change my voice in this way, so I get a bit higher. And yeah, you get the idea. It's all about finding the subtlety for your voice and how I'm pushing the microphone, so that works as well. And there's a bit of echo in there, isn't there? I had still a bit of echo, so that also works well there. There we are. You love it. And that's it for the FX. Now I've got to check out sound effects and other blending of audio.
And there we are. That's an example of stuff that's kind of going on behind the scenes when I'm trying stuff out, trying out new audio. I'm trying out everything I can to
recording,
I've just sorted that out as well. Oh, I've got it on here. Let's just close that, and let's close that as well. There we are. So that gives you an idea of some of the stuff I'm working on, so that when I can actually do commentary, I can do events, I can do fun things, I can record stuff, and obviously, when you look at, hold on, bear with me, I'm just having a bit of a problem with the PC. Hold on, bear with me, let's get into the old racing for a second, let's sort this out. Seems that WRC was running into a problem there, so we're going to just change that. Bit of a bug going on with it, so it wasn't like in the replay. That's fixed that one. No, I hope you're enjoying, like you say, different ideas, things I'm trying to do in terms of how things are going to work. I want to create animations next, things that happen, things that, for example, for the cheers and the bits, how that's going to work. Different chat screens, different sound effects. I would like it so that you guys can even change my voice if you want to, with bits as well. So I don't know if it's possible, but I'm learning how to do it all now, and it's something I'm sort of working on over time. So it's lots of little ideas coming together. So I've got that I'm working on. Stream Deck, how to use a Stream Deck. I know it sounds a bit silly, but you've got to learn it all from the ground up these days when you're doing this streaming stuff. It's all new, and learning all this equipment. It's not just having the equipment. It's saying I'm going to understand what do I need to do to make all of these elements work. It's absolutely Captain Darley. I'm like, we've got the heart rate monitor, and we've got multi cameras, and we've got me sitting in a car going through space. These are all the things that I sit here and I have ideas, a bit like the Batman and the Games Master the other day, and I'm looking at what can I do with retro games, what can I do to create interactivity, what can I do to make a stream fun, and then really create literally a TV show for you guys that eventually will be on here every week. And that's why I haven't advertised the stream, because I really want the stream to work. I really want to get, my internet right now can't be improved. Unfortunately, I live in an area where, for whatever reason, in London, where we can't get super fast internet. So as soon as I get super fast internet, you will see hopefully another 1.5 meg upgrade of speed, and that will make a big difference to what you're seeing as well. And then, of course, if a year down the line you become a partner, then you get a little bit more speed on top of that. I think we're a long way off from that at the moment, but for me, Games Master with the voice changer, it's strange, isn't it? Trying to get I still kind of like, hello, I'm the Games Master, and you're just a silly little boy playing video games. Run away now. It's that kind of thing with the Games Master. It's funny, but the irony is that, they were talking about Dominic Diamonds being Games Master. He'll be the Games Master now, because he's like getting on to be old enough. It's quite funny, really, when you look at how things are. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Yeah, absolutely, Jay. I've got people who live outside London, and they've got internet like way faster. And Mr. Bronze, he may not be here now, but he lives in Madrid, where they seem to have internet in Madrid that's like, 10 times quicker than ours at a quarter of the price. And that's the other thing as well. It's like when you want a bit more internet speed, I mean, yeah, you could go with Virgin, super expensive, super fast broadband, but that costs a bit too much for me right now. So, and also I've got the competitions to sort out as well. So all that sort of stuff. I'm working on ideas. I saw on somebody's stream the other day, they had the animation that punched them in the head. And I don't know why, but it made me laugh. So I really want to make this animation that punches me in the head now and again. Or gives me a cup of tea, it's that kind of stuff, so that, if someone wants to give me a cup of tea, they can give me a cup of tea with the bits or the whatever, it's trying to figure out how that works. So lots of things I want to try, and even if I have to draw them with my own advanced drawing skills, then we can do that as well. So even if it means some of my artwork being put together, I'm working on art actually. I'm working on what I can do with my phone, because all of my work has to be done with my phone.
I've been waiting for you. The Force is with you, but you are not a Jedi yet.
Meli Manan. Is that Meli Manen? All the M's like Mattisons. So it's a bit old. You won't know that. It was from an advert where people went all the time. And hello, welcome, and thank you for the follow as well. Really appreciate it. Great ideas, that's right. And I just want to say a big thank you to all of you guys, regulars who have, the end of this month, I'll have been streaming for 3 months. And I see streamers that say, oh, I saw one the other day who said, they exactly. I have to become your daddy. That's it. When you're a subscriber, I am your daddy. So that's the thinking in the joining thing, which is a bit odd. I've seen some streamers that do really well. I mean, they say, oh, after a month of streaming, I've suddenly had this number or that number. But I look at it and say we're all on different curves. But for me, my year starts probably in a couple of months' time when new games start coming out. I can start showing you guys pre-release games and stuff like that. I'll be on the phone to games companies. I'll be on the phone to the people that matter. I'll be getting the phone put down on me by games companies, but trying to get that early content, which I always do, and I'm always pushing to get that. Absolutely, Jonathan. And to anyone here as well, do say hello. I always like a bit of chat, so it's nice to have the chat from everybody here. And then after that, other ideas. I was hoping to have more interaction with other Twitch streamers, and I'd like to do that eventually as well, to see if there's stuff we can do with community races and what we can do with other people. And I'm also keen to see if we can do something around Formula One this year. So I've got ideas. There's a massive amount of work behind the scenes and all this sort of stuff. We'll have a little look at Gran Turismo as well. Should we have a look at Gran Turismo? We'll have a little look at Gran Turismo. Right, I'm just going to get myself another glass of water and a top up and new teas. And I'll be back in a couple of minutes. I'll be right back. And I'll see you all very shortly. Just a sec. Don't go anywhere. See you in a moment. Right, there we are. Thank you for that. Back, it's tea and water. Yeah, fluids. You lose a lot of fluids when you're driving. You know how it is, sweating in the car. And biscuits, fig rolls, because fig rolls are necessary. Very unappreciated biscuit, the fig roll. It really is a thing that's... I remember when I was little and I loved fig rolls so much when I first had them. I wish the world was made out of fig rolls. I love fig rolls. So, a wonderful biscuit. No, not the cheese yet. Goodness, no. I did have a nice cheese last night, actually. We had some from Christmas, so a whole bunch of cheeses. So, still got the old cheeses. And learning how to make a few cocktails as well. So, there's all of that that's coming. That I'm working on, not coming on the channel obviously, but I'm working on behind the scenes. It makes them, because we can't go to the pub anymore, we can't go out, so learn something like to make some different drinks and stuff like that. Mine, exactly. Put your own voice to me. That'll be it. That'll be the new thing, won't it? It'll be suggest the voice we use for the next 10 minutes. No, it's going to be good fun. So I don't know when, like you say, I just want to thank all of you, especially those of you subscribing, WRC as well, for so many gifted subs. They are biscuits. They are definitely biscuits. They are biscuits. They are biscuits. They're biscuits. They're not cakes. Biscuits. They're biscuit with, it's like stuffing. The biscuit with. What's similar to a fig roll? What other biscuits are there similar to a fig roll? I mean, you can say anything that has 2 bits of biscuit and a bit of substance to it. It's a biscuit. Like you say, you could say a custard cream is not a biscuit; it's cream rather than fruit. It's the same thing. Not a cake; it's a biscuit. This is an important point. It's an important point we have here. I've got a cup of tea though, so I just need a cup of tea, and then after this. Jammy Dodgers, absolutely. I appreciate them. They're all good. Cookies, Garibaldi biscuits as well. Again, an old school biscuit that's still pretty good. I've been through all my biscuits. I love my biscuits. Bourbons. You've got your standard ones, haven't you? Your digestive, which are salty and dull. You've got your rich tea biscuits, which are nice but fall apart in the tea like nothing. You've got your hobnobs, which can take the tea. And they're always good. They're a good solid biscuit, filling in their own way. But it's a biscuit selection. You've got your Nice biscuits, slim but sugary but nice. Oh, goodness, I love my biscuits. We're on a biscuit conversation while having a break from the driving. We have intense amounts of driving going on around me. Look, for those of you who just need to see driving constantly, Porsche Challenge, yeah, that's off. I did a stream on that a long time ago. Actually, I will run Porsche Challenge again. I've been trying to think about trying to get hold of another PlayStation. Really, my PlayStation is a bit knackered. I've been using it a lot. Since '95, 26 years this year. Oh my goodness, 26 years. I saw some photographs the other day from 26 years ago. Someone took that I worked with, and when you look at everybody in the bar and sitting at the table smoking cigarettes with the Marlboro ashtrays, and you didn't think anything of it. Now you look at it and you think, look at these cigarette advertising and all that sort of stands out. It didn't to us at the time, and do you know what? It didn't affect us anyway. It was a strange time. Goodness, it's funny looking back. Love Porsche Challenge, absolutely, yeah. So I will go back. These are all like videos I've done on the channel, retro videos and stuff like that. I've made, let's say, 3,000 videos now on Team DVB. 3,000 videos. I think roughly 3,000. And each video is, for the most part, quite complex. There's a lot of videos there are long, in depth. Multicams, editing. It's been a lot of work. I didn't get a video out last week on the channel because I've had a few technical problems with that just meant that I had 2 days set aside to make YouTube videos, and I had technical problems all day on those 2 days. This week I'm working on YouTube videos tomorrow, and then I'm just making a plan because the streams will be uploaded to YouTube I've just got to sort out a plan of what time those streams are going to be uploaded to YouTube. So I've got an order what days of the week they go up, and I'm just going to see how they do on YouTube. You know. Oh no, you've not got your. We do actually have a socials. I've got to update. Jonathan actually said to me the other day, I sort out your socials. I have. Socials do update now and again, but we don't. I think you need an exclamation mark in there, Jonathan. You can't put an L. And I don't know if I've got YouTube. I don't think I've done YouTube. Sorry, I don't think I have. I haven't done YouTube. I've done Twitter. I haven't done YouTube. That's terrible of me. Terrible. I wonder if right, I've got to sort that out. I'll sort that out. I'm still getting there with stream bots and stuff like that. I will sort out all of my commands and stuff like that. I'm still learning about this stuff. I mean, it's funny, I barely click on anything on Twitch. I'm still a Twitch noob when it comes to how it all works. I still don't get it. I follow I'll see what other. I'll probably do a raid at the end of the stream this evening. For those of you who are still here, I just want to see. Oh, there it is. There it is, Jonathan. Thank you for that. So if you do want to see those videos, any of these videos, they're all on YouTube, and there's for those that are interested, in particular, I think there is. Let's see if we've got it here. I'll just grab that.
I'm still getting organised.
Bring it up, and just to put in the chat here, this is the retro gaming playlist. So if anyone's interested in seeing those videos there's not all of the retro videos I've done, but a lot of them there. I've got to do some more organisation. So there's a few retro videos there. My plan was to do one retro video a week. In fact, my plan was to do a retro video and one other video every week. But we just didn't have enough people, so that was the big problem there. But yeah, working on that at the moment and trying to grow that. Once I start uploading all these streams to YouTube, that's when you'll start to see more people coming to the chat and the channel. So I know it's still quite small at the moment, but once I start uploading it and we start getting the exclusives, that's when we see all of that coming as well. So other than that, like you say, it's just a matter of keep going with streaming. I don't see it as a grind though. Some people talk about it as a grind. I don't see it as a grind. I'm enjoying what I'm doing right now. I'm enjoying just playing the games and just sharing a bit of that with a bit of Radio Allen, a bit of wisdom, gaming wisdom, shall we say now. Now we're going to have a fig roll here. Just get the fig roll done. So just give me the energy I need for the driving. That's better. Right, now, so that's YouTube, and I'm just going to check out Twitch to see when the time comes who is on. Let's see. Right, okay. I know who we're going to raid. Right. Actually, we could raid someone else. Right. I was just looking at who to raid. Alright, when the time comes we'll be ready for that. Now I noticed then that the frame rate died on WRC, which is quite interesting. If you run the replay too many times, that's quite interesting. They do have a stage here. WRC is so tiring, isn't it? That is the problem with WRC. It's a great game. I love playing it, but it's so tiring to play all the time. I think, that's where retro games are just easy. This is really sort of physical driving, you know. It is pretty tough driving all the way. Right, let's see. we won't get involved in any more time trial stages today, as we're too... Oh, hang on. Oh, I didn't know that. The esports challenge has already started. Look, here we are. So the esports challenge has already started. In terms of there it is. I didn't realise it was already on the. It was already on the page there. So there it is. That is a pain. That is a pain. Kind of thinking that hadn't started until next week. Who won the? That was won by Nexel. Nexel, who has won the eSport Championship last year, who is quite frankly so good at the game that I found it incomprehensible. He's so good. He's that good. I mean, alien. I don't even know how they did it. He said to me actually in a message, he said 3/4 of people didn't complete the rally because they kept breaking down on the night stage. And I had 2 rolls, or no, yeah, 1 roll, 1 spin, both caused by nothing bits that I never crash on. One bit I was just taking nice and calmly. I thought I would just nip a little bit of the corner and it just rolled the car completely, and I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh, I couldn't believe it. I've never rolled there. You know, thought I was so in control. It felt really good, and then it just smashes up the car for the rest of the stage. So I ended up 30 something, 35th, something like that. Had I not rolled the car, I think I would have got to 20th, but I didn't have any more pace than that. I don't know where they were finding the speed. They were going like so much quicker than me. Okay, sorry guys. Hold on. Okay. Hopefully that's better now with the audio. Sorry about that. Thanks for letting me know, Jonathan. And Patatis, it always helps. Mainly because I've got to delete some sound things here, but I don't know which ones I can delete or not on my sound doodad. So I will work on that. But yeah, so I ended up finished 35th. But as I say, 20th possible, but I didn't know what they were doing. Listen, a big part of driving is knowing how to be good at this kind of thing. That's where a good part of driving is. It's knowing how to be extra quick and how to, you know, maximize your speed, all that kind of stuff. Knowing where the braking points are, knowing when you can cut corners, you know, and I'm sure a lot of these guys were tuning their car. I was running a default setup, so there is partially that as well. And also there was a lot of protecting your car in the first 2 stages for that final stage, and that was short shifting your gears and stuff like that, so that you could do the final stage and still have a car that was as fresh as it could be for that first section. And on the first section you lift on the jumps. That was the way to do it. Oh well, we'll take a look at the F1 esports then. Why not have a little look at that? And what F1 esports, WRC esports. I mean, we've got 3 days left, so I guess we could have a look at it now and then come back on Wednesday and Thursday and have a proper run, have a proper bash at it, you know. We'll go in the Hyundai because that's usually my quickest car. Oh, it's not open yet. It is only... Oh, right, so you do have to sign up for it. Okay. Right, I'm going to find out about that. I thought that was open. I guess in a way I might as well... so it does come up. That's the same... Oh, hold on. So let's see. I don't know if you sign up or not, or if you just play it. So I don't think there is an actual sign up for it. I think you do just play it and go from there, basically. Let's see. So I guess I could just have a run on the... I think that's why I've seen quite a few rally guys playing can we just do so I think that's where we've just seen a few rally guys just doing Monte Carlo. Now a lot of these I haven't done. I mean, some of these stages I've never done the full-length stages on Monte Carlo. It's amazing, isn't it? But I've just never done them because there's so many stages in the game to learn, so much to learn. I've never got around to it. Right, tuning. Tuning makes the world of difference. So on Forza Motorsport, I can be 2.5 seconds a lap quicker or more with tuning. I mean, it can make a massive difference to the way your car handles on the circuits. And we've got a few new viewers here as well. Hello viewers joining the channel. Do say hello in the chat. I stick to default settings. Yes, I tend to stick to default settings. I'm not a tuner, so I rely on tuners. And if I don't have a tuner, well, it's a bit of a pain really, but it's never something I've been particularly good at. I find you need to have a skill for it really. But we can just do what we'll do is we'll just have a quick cruise, shall we? We know this stage anyway, so we won't bother with that one. I suppose we could start because we could just get a feel for it, I guess, for the stage we know. Oh, and then we'll go with a car Sebastian load because you need a bit of maturity in the car. It's got to be done. And then we're good to go. Steering wheel is tight, so see how we go. And the feet are a bit chilly, but they're okay. They're all right. Not too bad. Slippers help a lot, I tell you. These slippers are a wonder. Right, here we go then. Let's do a bit of this. It's quite irritating the way the cable rests on my arm. I don't like that. But anyway, off we go. Let's do a bit of this then.
Hairpin left into flat right, tightens 4, short. Into left 4, narrows.
Got that
30.
all wrong.
Acute hairpin right, 30. Kinks, 30. Flat left over crest, into right 5, brake for acute hairpin left. And left 5, tighten, into right 5, narrows, 40. Left 5 short, 30, flat right into tunnel, 30, square right into bridge, and square right, keep middle into tunnel. And left 5, keep into right 4, 30. Kinks, 30. Left 5 narrows, 30. Left 5 short, 50. Right 4 tightens, into left 6, into right 6 tightens, 30.
Damn it.
Left 5 very long, 30. Right 3 short and left 3 widens.
Oh, terrible.
Into right 3.
Do you know, I've got to restart that. That's quite irritating there. That's quite irritating. Let's do it properly now.
20 hairpin left, into flat right, tightens 4, short. Into left 4, narrows 30. Acute hairpin right, 30. Kinks, 30.
Terrible.
Flat left over crest, into right 5, brake for acute hairpin left. And left 5 tighten, into right 5, narrows 40. Left 5
Trying to
short,
find more
30,
speed.
Flat right into tunnel, 30.
Flat.
Square right into bridge, and square right, keep middle into tunnel. And left 5, keep into right 4, 30. Kinks, 30. Left 5 narrows, 30. Left 5 short, 50. Right 4 tightens, into left 6, into right 6 tightens, 30. Left 5 very long, 30. 3 short and left 3 widens. Into right 3 narrows, into left 3 and right 4, 50. Right 4 short, into left 3 very long, 30. Flat right tightens 2, 30. Right 4, keep into left 3 short, into right 4, and left 2 short. Into right 4, into left 3 short. Into right 3 short, keep into left 2. Into right 4 tightens 3, into left 2. Into right 3, 30.
Ah, damn it. Damn it. I'm going to have to move this cable because it is irritating. Kind of, it sounds weird, but it's just irritating. Put it there. Put it there behind me. Put it there behind me. Let's get this right. Let's get this right. And then we're ready to have a go. Yeah, some people, they just like tuning. They don't even like the racing. They just like the tuning. And I remember once I was doing a weekly competition on Forza Motorsport 2. And I was racing around and I couldn't get anywhere. And then one of the tuners said to me, right, here's a bit of a tune, but really the main thing is that don't use traction control on this particular car because, no, was it use traction control? Don't use control. It was one or the other. No, it was go around a second gear corner in third gear. That was it. The car automatically had traction control. You couldn't turn it off. I think it was. Hang on. I remember. Yeah. So, but you could. Oh man, where's my head? But you could override the traction control if you. You could override the traction control if you stayed in third gear. That was it. Oh, wow, what's going on with me? Relax, got to think. Right, let's just do it now anyway. Alright, one more time. Let's get around turn 1 first. Come on. Oh wow, I'm sure I'm hitting that. So weird. Let's wait until it's done now. Right, let's concentrate now.
Flat left over crest into right 5, brake for acute hairpin left, and left 5 tightens into right 5 narrows 40. Left 5 short 30, flat right into tunnel 30, square right into bridge and square right keep middle into tunnel. And left 5 keep into right 4 30. Kinks 30.
Right, let's concentrate now.
5 narrows 30. Left 5 short 50. Right 4 tightens into left 6 into right 6 tightens 30. Left 5 very long 30. Right 3 short and left 3 widens. Into right 3 narrows, into left 3 and right 4 50. Right 4 short, into left 3 very long 30. Flat right tightens 2 30. Right 4 keep into left 3 short, into right 4 and left 2 short.
Oh, damn it. Hit a bump.
Into right 4, into left 3 short. Into right 3 short, keep into left 2.
Where's my head today?
Into
It's
right
gone.
4 tightens 3.
Oh well, we'll just complete the stage anyway now. Maybe I'm a bit tired for it already. It takes a lot out of me doing these extended stages.
Over crest 50. Left 4 tightens 80. Right 3 keep into left 5 at junction.
Ah, no. It's not happening. Did I use? So I think it's where Wilson. Did I use a wheel controller back then? I used a. What did I use? I use control pad.
20 hairpin left.
I don't know why I'm getting these false starts.
20 hairpin left into flat right, tightens 4 short.
Get my head into gear. Every car is so different that when you learn how to drive a car and then you leave it.
Kinks 13.
No, let's concentrate again.
Flat left over crest into
Let's
right
get this
5,
done.
right for acute hairpin left. And left 5 tightens into right 5 narrows 40. Left 5 short 30. Flat right into tunnel 30. Square right into bridge and square right keep middle into tunnel. And left 5 keep into right 4 30.
I'm testing some things out there. Like I could have lifted there rather than risk that. But I'm seeing if I can go flat because I don't know where the top guys are so quick. You see.
Left 5 very long 30. Right 3 short and left 3 widens. Into right 3 narrows, into left 3 and right 4 50. Right 4 short, into left 3 very long 30. Flat right tightens 2 30.
Got to start again because I've just noticed the problem there. Right, I forgot to change the game name. I know. Apologies for the people joining there. Hold on. I do forget sometimes when I'm. That's something I could really do with a putting on my. I'm going to just. That's it. No, it's the wrong time to pause it. But there you go. Oh. You know, I am pretty. I am pretty calm. It's not a competition, so it'll go up now. It'll go up now. My heart rate will go up now because I'm starting to get frustrated. Hold on. And we've got Specton. Specton, hello. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream today. You're currently joining us. I'm crashing everywhere. I will get my head into it. Go.
20 hairpin left into flat right tightens 4 short. Into left 4 narrows.
Just take
30.
it easy now.
Acute hairpin right 30. Kinks 30.
Take it easy.
Flat left over crest into right 5 brake for acute hairpin left. And left 5 tightens into right 5 narrows 40. Left 5 short 30. Flat right into tunnel 30. Square right into bridge and square right keep middle into tunnel. And left 5 keep into right 4 30. Kinks 30. Left 5 narrows 30. Left 5 short 50. Right 4 tightens into left 6 into right 6 tightens 30. Left 5 very long 30. Right 3 short and left 3 widens. Into right 3 narrows, into left 3 and right 4 50. Right 4 short, into left 3 very long 30. Flat right tightens 2 30. Right 4 keep into left 3 short, into right 4 and left 2 short. Into right 4, into left 3 short. Into right 3 short, keep into left 2. Into right 4 tightens 3, into left 2.
Never hit that wall.
Into
I don't know
right
where
3, 30.
my width and my car placement I'm struggling with tonight.
Left 3 tightens, into right 3 short, into fast kinks over crest 50. Left 4 tightens 80. Right 3 keep into left 5 at junction. And caution, flat left tightens 3 over crest. Into right 3 tightens 50. Flat left 80. Hairpin left 100. Right 6, 80. Left 4 into right 4 opens. Caution, left 4 short over crest into right 4 tightens 3. And right 4 short into right 5 short 50. Caution, brake left 2 short into right 3 tightens. Into left 2 short, into right 4 tightens, into left 2 short. And flat right 20. Right 3 don't cut and left 4 keep in over crest. Into right 5 short and hairpin right 50. Left 4 into right 4. And left 4 50. Left 5 short, don't cut 80. Left 2 small cut opens 20. Left 5 tightens 2 after junction, into right 2, don't cut, into left 2, don't cut, narrows, into flat right 30. Right 3 short, into left 4 tightens. Into right 2, into left 3, don't cut, into right 2. And left 5. And left 4 short, into right 5 over crest 30, right 4 50. Right 4 into left 5 long. Caution, junction left into flat right 80. Flat left into right 5. And right 4 medium. And left 6 into right 5 opens 50. Right 4 short narrows into left 5 and tunnel 30. Flat left keep in 30 and right 6 tightens 5 into tunnel 20. Right 6 short 20 flat right into left 6 narrows 150 for finish.
There you go, into the barrier of some of that. Still a way off where we should be. Had a little crash there as well, but a long way off the top guys. I mean, they're sort of way down the road. What is Team VV usually playing? What games is Team VV usually playing? I always like to do a mix of games. So I like to do, I think we do probably about 10 games a week. There's no one game. A bit of retro. There'll be a bit of WRC, a bit of GT Sport, a bit of Formula 1 2020. Then there'll be a selection of odds and sods in terms of retro games, perhaps some non-racing as well. And that's where and new games as they're released, so we know whatever's new as well, so everything. So yeah, ACC, I need to get into Assetto Corsa, but I'll be starting from the ground up, not Richard Burns Rally. I just kind of missed the boat with Richard Burns Rally, and I think right now I'm going to stick with WRC 9, keep up the competitions, and then do WRC 10 as well this year. And you'll see content on Forza Motorsport, Gran Turismo 7, MotoGP 2021, Formula 1 2021, all that kind of stuff here. So, but yeah, some retro, some FPS, whole range of stuff on the stream is going to be coming. So we got there in the end with that, didn't we? I had to kind of reset my mind a bit there just to get myself into gear. It's very tiring doing these stages. I have to admit, it's not like playing other racing games where you can just cruise round. I always find that when you're doing something, we'll jump onto a bit of Gran Turismo, I think now. We'll back out of this. I will jump onto that and do some practice on Wednesday so that we're kind of ready for the eSport competition. Again, I don't necessarily, I'm not going to win it. I just would like to see where I end up, basically. But the only problem is I don't know how to tune my car. I mean, I say I don't know how to. I'm just not very terribly good at it, unfortunately. Right, we're going to unplug the wheel. If I can figure out which one the wheel is, I'm going to plug in. No, it's not that one. That's the one. That's the wheel. That's the wheel. I'm going to unplug you. I'm going to take the wheel off. And now it's spruced up. It's alright. Let's take that off. And I hope that Gran Turismo actually works. Let's take that off. And let's wipe that on. Alrighty. And then we can run a little bit of Gran Turismo. Now plug that in there. There we are, lovely. And power on. There we are, beautiful. Right. So we are getting there. We're getting there. Now, where is Elgato? Do we have Elgato? Do we have Elgato here? We do. Okay, there is Elgato. It's in the way of my head. And for some reason my main camera has died. So that's a bit oh no, it's killed all the cameras, or just that camera? No, just that camera, which is strange because that's plugged into the PC. Okay, let's see then. Let's see if we can just reset that camera. There we are. Oh no! Oh dear, oh dear! It's not working anymore. Let's just check. That's very strange. Oh well. I wonder if that's because the Elgato's on. I don't know. Let's see. I'm gone from my car. Oh, it's just my car driving on its own like Knight Rider. That's no good. Oh dear, oh dear. Right, so I think unfortunately we could be in a situation where I have to take a look now. There's always a technical glitch, isn't there? There is always a technical glitch. I'm just going to check my other screen to see if I can. And if not, then we won't see any more of me on the stream tonight. This is if the camera's not fixed. Right, okay. I'm going to see if I can fix this. Just want to see what you guys can see at home. No limit. Actually, it's the same amount of tiring whether you're winning or losing. It's very rally is very as you were mentioning earlier about getting headaches. Rally is an exhausting. So every other camera is working except that one. The camera has died. Camera has died. No, it is back. It is back from the dead. Right, okay. So let's see if we can. Which button's which? This is good. That's the one to go in.
Come follow me.
Right.
I'll show you the side of the world, the places that you'll never see. Come follow me. Come follow me. I'll show you the side of yourself, the person that you've always been. But never.
sound is in a real mess. Let's see if we can figure it out. Right, I'm going to have to turn up the stream myself.
What could you be afraid of if I'm right here with you? You know everything will change. So come on, we could meet today.
Right, we should fix it. Right, I'm going to have to sort out the sound options on here. Right. Okay. We are getting there. All right. Stream is looking good though. Stream is looking good. We're getting better. We're getting better. Yeah, good performance from the stream tonight. It's looking good. Now let's see if we can get the Elgato working in on this screen. There it is. It's already there. Awesome. And that's something. That's something. Now, let's see. And we've still got Elgato sound here as well, which is great. So, now, all going well. To change the old. Okay. Now we're working. Right. Let's get into Gran Turismo. Have a little look at what's going on in Gran Turismo. Just do some laps, really. Alright. Please don't tell me it needs like a massive update. Some cold tea here and drink some of this. That'll keep me going. Thanks, Jonathan, and apologies for the sound blaring through there. As I say, hopefully it will all be fixed for next time. So where I think some of that happened is the audio. Okay, everything's just been installed on here. As I say, I've just installed from scratch basically. Let's see now. Lovely. I used to play this a lot a couple of years ago, and no, I don't want all that. Let's just have a look at what's going on in sport. And it's weird, you know, when you play a game all the time, you know all the buttons, you know how it works, and then you come on here after an amount of time and you're like, bloody hell, I don't know how to play it anymore. Let's just take a look at what cars you got to do. Hold on. GR2 cars. Okay. Can't remember which ones I was better in now, so we'll just go with this one. I can't remember what tyres it was. Oh, I love a bit of racing on here. You know, this is a great racing game, and it's free in terms of the service is free. I think that's really underappreciated in terms of what it actually. Oh, let's turn on the lights. Okay, that's done. Let's go back to. I've got to move the camera up a bit, basically. There we are. Let's give it goes a bit more. A bit. Give you a little bit of a view there of the action, so you can see some onboard action as well from the other camera. It's nice to have the different cameras. I like to mix it all up a bit. This will be more fun when I mean, I don't know how to, I haven't played this in a long time, so this is just a little practice. I do like a bit of Gran Turismo. Oh, it's too bright. Turn that down. Oh goodness, it feels weird. Okay, so I've got to sort out the steering sensitivity. It's no good for me at the moment, but we'll work with what we've got. It's just a bit oversensitive. Too deep into that corner, so we'll just brake a bit earlier. It's like riding a bike in that sense. You kind of get into it, and we'll just try another screen now. The audio is good for you guys. That's great. That's great. We'll just cut to another scene here as well. So it gives you guys a nice view of everything basically. Yeah, good feedback. By the way, thanks for the feedback as well on audio levels and everything really to do the stream. Every time you guys give me feedback, sometimes it can be quite frustrating to get negative feedback, but you have to do your best with what you've got. I'm not saying I can make everything perfect right now. There's some things I just can't do, but I'm happy with where the stream is now in terms of its quality with the resource I have. I can't do more than my internet provides, and I am pushing it. I know I'm pushing it all right now, so I'm going to find my braking points. Hard tyres are never easy to race with on. They're always challenging. Okay, that's fine. Just learning how to do that corner. Okay, so what's your approach to racing? Racing is, it's about stamping on the brakes as hard as you can and then going down through the gears and just seeing what gear. So I was going a gear too low. Once you know the gear for every corner, then it's about just optimising your braking point in terms of braking as late as you can to get yourself into it. Not too late though, not to brake early, but brake too late. This is a funny corner because it's a late apex. So constantly just tweaking it after that in terms of how can I improve my exit speeds. So it's slow in, fast out is always the quickest way. But on a course like this, you use the curbs to give you some leverage into the corner. I got that completely wrong, but I just kept my foot down because I said, well, I want to see if the car can do it. That's the point of practice. You've really got to see how much can the car take. Where is the braking point to get you last second into the corner, and then that way, once you know the limit, that's when you can start saying, right, I know the limit now I know. So we have some traction control on then. Let's turn it right off now. That will make it even more difficult to drive through slow corners, but it's okay. So be mindful now that traction control was on, so we'll just be mindful here. So, too quick on the power then. Down to third we're going to go this time. More time to be found there, of course. Too wide all the way through, won't we? No, I thought it was going to come back to me, but it didn't, so got to break a bit earlier there. So we're about 5 seconds off where we need to be, which is quite a long way, but it starts to all come together when you begin to hook your laptop up. Got that all wrong though. Goodness me, so out of practice. Yeah, you've got to break early, but you know, for me, Ryan is. I'll do a session where like this, where I'm just getting my head into gear. I'm just trying to understand how to drive the course. Then, when I've done that, I'll download a Ghost, and I'll look at where they're quicker than me, and I'll look at the gears that they're using. But I like to have my own learning of the course rather than instantly using that technique. I like to get myself into driving the course first. And then you realise, right, I understand now what that guy's doing. So I fall through here. The fourth worked for me through there now. So we've gone from second to third to fourth. Improving every time. Longer off the power that time. Braking too late. So it's braking earlier than we are. Death chicane. The death chicane is a challenge in the race for sure. It's harder when you're going backwards than forwards. The car just wouldn't steer into the corner. Let's restart that. No point going around again. And Captain, what have we got here? Lewis Bentley's here. Hello Lewis. I'm back on Gran Turismo for the first time in a long time basically, and I thought, you know, I've got to get my head back into gear. And it's funny when you've been away from the game for a long time, you forget how to play it. So just back on it again, and I'm just going to alter my brake price a little bit. Right, now Lewis in here is obviously an excellent Gran Turismo driver, and I watch Lewis from time to time, usually, or used to be on the US servers, racing around. Gradually find some more speed lap after lap. Let's just take it in fifth anyway. Oh, we took it in fifth. Oh, well, let's just go with that. Braking a bit earlier this time. No, too early that time. Messed up the whole final corner. How frustrating. How frustrating. So there's a wheel set up with Peter's. Yes, it works well. It's just too bright. The only problem is I had to put some grease-proof paper on the lights because the lights are too bright for me. Must be braking. Ghost got in the way. Ghost got in the way then. That's another thing to remember, isn't it, as well, is how that car can get away from you. Yes, it's the same GT different shove the car into. You could say it depends how some people, they pump the throttle in slow corners. So a lot of top players tend to pump the throttle when it steps the rear end out. I found that a lot of the top players, they're just really good on the braking. They're really good at knowing when to shift and how to shift down, you know. I'm just trying something there. My braking distances are quite a lot longer than the top players, and I don't always know why. One thing I did do though, I did find shorter braking distances was with a budget wheel I tried using last year, which used the controller as, turned it into a wheel. And braking distances were shorter on the control pad than they were on the steering wheel. It's just a weird quirk about it. I was using automatic gears. Alright, let's see if we can just do a little bit this time. Broke too early. Goodness. I can if I know what button it is. Oh, I don't know what button it is. I don't know what button it is. That must be it there. That must be it there. And there we are. That's the button. That's the e-brake. Right, there we are. So if you want to, I always adjust to minimum brightness. Yes, so it's minimum brightness with a bit of paper on it. It was still too bright. I just found it was shining into my eyes, especially doing night races. I just thought it annoys. Bright lights around me when I'm racing annoy me. So, you know, it's funny when you're out of this. It's so frustrating trying to learn it again. Still, it's good practice. A bit of driving for you guys to enjoy. You'll see me learning, and you're learning, and we're all learning together. What's the lever on your right? Oh, this handbrake you took about. No, this one doesn't work on Gran Turismo. This is for PC only. So, unfortunately, that's for when I'm doing my WRC. Alright, improving now. A bit slow in the power there, but got to find the sweet spot. Final corner, I don't know where the braking point is, so we'll just cruise round. I got that completely wrong. So you see I have to get on the power, then get out the power, because I brake too early. It's very marginal. So we know if we just keep working, we're just gradually working down, and then once we get our lap time to a point that we're happy with, it's always about finding consistency. Once you know where the braking points are, that's when you start learning about tyres, because the tyres really do make a big difference to, you know, obviously your race, but also how you take the corners, how you feel the car, where your braking point is, fuel weight changes, all of this sort of stuff. It really changes the balance of the car when you're driving. So this is merely for you know, putting your best lap in and really understanding where you are and getting a feel for the car. You need to be consistent, so I'll probably be a point where I do sort of like 20, 30 laps where I'm like not crashing and everything's perfect and I know where I am, feel like I can push my own limits a bit, and then I would do a race. But there's absolutely no point to them, because what will happen is I'll go into a lobby, I'll start somewhere near the back of the grid because the qualifying times are good enough, and then I'll just come last and I'll lose my ranking, and then, well, then it's just quite annoying having to try working your way up from lower lobbies, because when you drop into lower classes, one, the driving racecraft isn't nearly as good, and two, well, it's just hard. The level of driving skill drops like quite a lot. It's surprising. If you go into a B lobby, you'll immediately just, you know, overtake a couple of people and you'll be gone down the road. But as soon as you go into the A and A plus lobbies, suddenly you've got really good drivers again. Everybody's now hitting their braking points, and I'm not obviously, so I would be. But you wouldn't lose. You wouldn't come last every time. You just get yourself consistent. You don't have to be winning every time. Sega Racing Cabinet, yeah, absolutely, Jones, absolutely. It's funny when I get the Xbox attached, I will be doing a bit more Daytona USA. So, and it does feel like the arcade machine. So it gives you that Sega vibe, or Sega Rally and stuff like that. But also, I also like to show the input of the controls. I think it helps people to see. Absolutely, Jonathan. Yes, and other streams. Yeah, you'll see the handbrake use all the time. This, to me, believe it or not, compared to Rally, is quite relaxing. Rally is really tiring. It's really, really draining. Whereas this is completely different. You're relaxed. You look at my heart rate. It's way higher in Rally because you're constantly analysing each corner and thinking, how do I go around that? You know, whereas here, you have points on the racetrack where, like now, it's relaxed. Just relax. There's nothing to do. Now you've got your point where you're thinking about, how do I do that? Now relax. Nothing to do with it. Just relax. And now you're thinking, where's my next braking point? Probably at the cones. There. There we are. And now you relax. There's nothing to do with it. Just relax. Let the scenery pass you by. People say, look at the intensity, look at the speed. No, we're relaxed. We're looking at the braking point. I was thinking, there, got it wrong. So we've got to find the braking point. I still don't have the braking point there. Now, why did I miss the braking point that time? I broke earlier than I had done before and still missed it. But I had a better exit from the final turn the lap before. So it's all these things that you just have to kind of take into account when you're doing your driving. And you just get better and better and better. You see, I'm very rusty, but it'll come back to me. I always find that when you come back to something like this, sleep on it. You know, I'm looking forward to getting back into regular daily races in Gran Turismo. That'd be fun for you guys to watch as well. Long time off the power then. But taking it safe. Got it wrong. Why did I get it wrong then? Because I was trying to go faster through the chicane than I normally go, and I was trying to lift and jink the car into the corner and it didn't work. The car understeered, so that's why. I would say we're getting to the point now where I just want to get this first corner right and then we can look at the ghost. short shift there is the way forward. Maybe a short shift is the way forward there to find more speed. So we're still 2-3 seconds off where we need to be before we can even consider doing a race. We've not got the consistency we need yet either. Beached on the curb. Beached on the curb. Right, we'll take a look at the Ghost. Let's have a look at the Ghost now then. Let's see what the experts are doing as well. Lewis was just saying earlier, I've been getting myself into WRC 9, might have a crack at esports, we shall see. Absolutely, Lewis. I've been doing lots of esports, been loving it. I'm really enjoying WRC 9. It's a great fun game. If you got it, well, if you got it on next gen consoles or PC, it's really brilliant, and I love it. I love it. You know, it's really been great fun to play. Let's see, but there's a part of me that also likes when I watch streams. I like the. Can we download the Ghosts? Well, you can see obviously Super GT's at 127, so you can see where I've got to try and find some pace now to you know, get up to that level. I'm not nearly there. Oh, I'm not nearly there yet. There's a few tweaks to make, but look at the best in the world. I mean, they're always sort of super quick, aren't they? Where is the best in the world? Let's have a look at this. I've got to remember what buttons to press on the wheel so I can see the all the details now. No, no. Exit. What do? We're going to display all. Alright. Oh, I need to change view. Second. Then is the third. Okay. Let's see how we brake here. Straight over. Nibble there. Using all the curb on the exit down the hill. Tight on the entry. Reduce the amount of distance to cover. 50, sounds correct. Quite wide on the exit first section and the second section, so that's interesting. Really pushing it there. That's interesting. Does that seem like more ground to cover? Second. Okay. Quick on the power, using all the track. Well, you appear to go through it pretty much flat out. Just want to see, was it even a lift? Let's just have a look again. Wow. Okay. Flat. Second. That's interesting. A quick shift up to third. Alrighty. Flat through the chicane though. I mean that is going to be. There's no way everyone's going to be doing that in the actual game. Obviously, in the race when you've got fuel and tyres and all that business. But we've also got the heart rate monitor for those new as well here for people to check out. Yeah, definitely lemon. I think that's it. It's definitely down to the we'll just have a quick go. Getting to the end of the stream now. I didn't realise the time. Goodness, we've had 3 hours of driving action, so no wonder I'm feeling it now. But it has been good fun. again tonight. It's nice to share a bit of this with you guys. And always a big hello to the new followers as well. It's always nice to get some new followers. It feels like progress every time. Maybe I need to be quicker with my downshifting there as well. Into the corner there, got a break earlier. He used all the track here, I was quite surprised. Seems to get a lot of wheel spin there. Flat through the chicane. This is crazy. Oh, that didn't work for me. That is something through the chicane. That is something. That is eye of the needle stuff. Eye of the needle. There's no way we're going to race like that online. No way. So this is yeah, everybody runs stock in Gran Turismo. That's the one thing I like about Gran Turismo is that, you know, everybody's running. Right then, sadly in this lap. We've got to get into the 120s, otherwise we have no chance. To do that corner with that slide in at the moment. I don't know how to do that without lifting yet, so I've got to try and figure that one out. Got that all wrong on the final corner. Alright, let's get our head together now. Let's do it now. Let's do it. I don't know how you do that flat. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous, as it were. I've got a ghost in my way. That's not good. That's no good at all. Whatever. Let's just get the lap right. Not actually, to exit for a second. Is it hard only? It is just hard only. Wow, okay. Just checking the tyres there if there's any other availability. I didn't see what the traction was. I wonder if we use a one traction control, that helps with some of the slow corners. It will in the race, but it could mean the car's a bit less nimble. Alright, let's do this now. Lido's here. Hello Lido. Welcome. Let's have a quick go on Gran Turismo, just a bit of practice. That's not off-putting at all, is it? I'm not going to do this flat. There's no way I'm going to get through there flat with the way I'm driving. I don't know how to do that yet. Just shows that little bit of traction control doesn't help you when you're anything above like second gear. Which is good in a way because it's a kind of less invasive traction control. It's just a hint of it. Quicker. Damn. I have to admit the Ghost was getting a bit in my way. I'm going to try Isle of Man 2, but only after I find a PS5. Oh, I don't think Isle of Man 2 works on a PS5. So, that's my warning there. As far as I'm aware, Isle of Man 2 doesn't work on a PS5. So, I don't know if it will do. I don't know if there's any plans to adapt it. They said they're working on an update. Okay, great. I haven't seen that. Did they say that on Twitter? Did they say that on Twitter? It's horrible, isn't it? It is horrible. Chicane of death. ghost got right in my way there. We'll have to turn the ghost off. Oh, sigh. We're getting better though, aren't we? Do you see what I mean about when you do a bit of practice? First you're spinning off everywhere, and then before you know it, you're putting in more and more consistent laps. And that's when you get yourself into kind of a race trim, if you like. You know, you're in a place where you say, right, I'm not the quickest, but I'm able to put in consistent laps. We're not there yet, obviously. I want to be in a position where I'm not spinning at all, and I'm ideally, we never want to do a lap below 129. You know, if we're doing a lap below 129, we know we're not even going to be on the pace of the race. That's the problem. So we've still got standard pace to find, and all of that comes with practice. So hopefully these guys get good at racing games. They get good because they play them all day long. That's how they get good. Ghost is right in the way again. Just chasing someone. And it helps me, this does, in terms of the reason why I have ghosts on when I can is because I like to imagine racing somebody. If I was consistently close to them, how long could I push them for in the race? That kind of thing. Down the gear too low there. It's a shame. Lost a lot of momentum. Wrong. They do. They got me under braking. It's where I'm losing all my time. It's braking. I mean, you've got the flat out chicane, but I'm not lifting much. It's just a jink. But it's the braking where they brake so much later than me. Let's see. Just push square. Okay. Thanks for that, Lido. I will. You'd think I'd get this information, but I don't. So I will look into that. I will look into. Right, we've got a lot of work to do there. We're not quick enough. Maybe I should create a second account so that I can race without pressure. That's what I'm thinking on this. Yeah, Stunt Race FX. You're right, actually. I probably could do with doing something like that. Let's just have a quick look at what the Nations Cup is anyway. What track? Fuji. Oh, not Fuji. Fuji's boring. And the Manufacturers Cup we can't see because we're not set up with manufacturer. And then we got Barcelona. What do we got on here anyway? What kind of car is it? GR3. I suppose it's often the Audi, isn't it? Well, we won't get into all that now because we are at the end of the stream pretty much. Daily workout done. I get a car at least. Do you think Milestone will acquire Isle of Man? No. I mean, it depends what they think they can do with it. They can't put it in Ride 4. They can't add it to Ride 4. So, you know, I don't know what anyone... I mean, I really don't know, to be honest. I think we'll have to wait and see what Rims comes out like, which comes out in the summer. That's going to be the next big bike game that I'm really interested in. Yeah, I might do that, Captain Lala, because it would just destroy my rankings if I go into a lobby and I get some bad races and. Yeah, I mean, Isle of Man TT2. I in many respects enjoyed the first one more than the second one, so that's why there is that to it. Got all replays and stuff from back in the day here as well. So back in the day, a few years ago. Oh no, deleted them all. Ah. So I deleted them all when I wiped the hard drive. That's a shame. That's lost all my stuff. Ah. Oh, I got one of my... Oh, it wasn't a car. I was just putting a VV logo on it to see if it worked. And it works. It worked kind of on the car, but it worked kind of on the car, just having a VV logo on there. I wanted it to look big and intimidating to people. That was the objective with something like that. Just jump back to chatting now, because we've sort of done a fair bit to round off the stream. So a good action, bit of driving tonight. It's been good, and again, attempting to grow bit by bit. We're glad the stream's working. The quality is always improving, and I'm pleased that you guys have been enjoying a bit of this as well. The new bike game is called Rims, R-A-M-S, Rims. That's coming later this year, and I think that we need a new bike game. I think that the handling model of Ride wouldn't work well at all on Isle of Man TT. It's not responsive enough. So I don't think it would work well at all for it. I think if Milestone were to create a new, to get hold of the TT license, they'd need to create a whole new bike handling. I think that, you know, it's difficult to say, isn't it? I mean, it's, let's turn off the PS4 now. MotoGP model. MotoGP model is similar to the Ride model in the essence of the way it works, but it wouldn't work because the MotoGP model is a track racing model. So it's a bit like you couldn't race the Gran Turismo model on WRC 9 no more than you could race the MotoGP model. It's designed for smooth surfaces, long distance braking, controlled apexes. Isle of Man TT is a response game. You're moving the bike here, there, and everywhere. You're hitting the brakes quite late. You need a responsive bike. It's completely different to the MotoGP bike. So I think that's a key thing there in terms of getting it right. I think we've got we do have a big empty market for bike games. There's no doubt about it. And I think that if Rims can come in and do something new and something unique, I think we could be in a great position for finding something new. But we'll wait and see. There's a lot to come this year, but I'm interested to see that they're going to be working on an update, because otherwise it won't sell anymore. And really, I don't really know what the complications are about it. Complexity of what's preventing it working at the moment, given that WRC is. But if I was a game developer, I'd be converting all of my games to PS5, all of them where possible. I don't know how expensive that'd be, but you just create longevity for your entire range if you optimize it a bit with the power of the PS5. So I think if they had a little team just working on making all the games run at 60 FPS at the very least, it would just transform the experience in all those games, and create sort of deluxe editions. I mean, Milestone could even create a multi-game pack, couldn't they? Like WRC 9, Ironman TT and V-Rally in the same pack or something, you know. That would make people buy it again, you know, there's all of that kind of stuff. So I think when it comes to older games, I think there's always options for you know, creating packs and revisiting some of those titles, because the console conversions were always very poor on the PS4 for a lot of third-party developers. But I think that's it now. I think it's time for me to have a break. My mouth is dry. It's been 3 hours of action. I think it's time for me to have a break and be back on Wednesday. So I'll be back on Wednesday. I've no idea what I'm doing yet. As ever, we might be on the retro gaming. We might do a bit of retro gaming, or we might do a bit of practicing on rally. I haven't decided yet. See how it goes. I did enjoy the retro gaming, but I might set up the actual consoles and play stuff from the consoles for a change as well up there. So got to work on all of that. And I did enjoy doing the Astro Cab last week. Perhaps a bit more of that as well. But thanks for tuning in to everybody here today. I hope you've enjoyed it. Again, you've had a bit of WRC, a bit of Gran Turismo, a bit of funny voices, a bit of chat, and we've got a few new followers as well, which is nice. Just always building the stream bit by bit. And to those of you as well who perhaps lurking away in the background, always do say hello. But actually, should we do a little raid? I think we should do a little raid. It's only a small raid. It's only a small group of you there, but I think we should do a little raid, and I'll just have a look, because if I start raiding people, that might help with the community and stuff like that. So do say hello to people. Let's see who we've got. We're going to go for... Okay, so we're going to go for a channel called Nico Hart. I'm gonna raid him just with a handful of you that are here, and we'll just jump on that and let's see if we can get it working. Let's have a look, and raid him. And there's a start raid button there. I don't know if it happens straight away. Silent shock you have. It's been 3.5 hours of good action, but now I'm knackered. We're going to raid a chap called Nico Hart, who plays standard FPS and platform games with a steering wheel. Okay, amazing skills. He does speed runs through games with a steering wheel. It's impressive stuff. Quite often he has to use the right for control and the left to turn. So he can't actually, he can only turn left all the time. Impressive stuff. So we're going to raid him. And other than that, I just want to say a big thank you to everybody for watching tonight. I really appreciate it, and for tuning in, and thanks for following, subscribing, all that jazz. I really appreciate it, and I'll be back later this week. Let's jump onto Nico and we'll see how he's getting on and go from there. Now I've started the raid thing, and we're gonna go in 5 seconds. All right, so I'm going to say goodbye, and we're going to go there. I'll see you. Bye bye.
Victory Lane, you made it.